bring it to me so I don't forget that. What was today? What is today? I can't
The
think.
8th.
What is today's Tuesday?
Yep.
Last time was Friday. What was Friday?
Yep. 4th.
The 4th?
Mhm.
I'm looking for the 5th. Thank you. Three, two, one, go.
The recording has started.
Thank you.
I used to be a dean, a newbie, until I watched Frank's UB2B. With a twinkle in his eye and God by his side, Frank's teachings reaches far and wide. So whenever I need a dinar fix, I tune into Frank 26. He's got the latest, greatest news from the street. Tune in now, tune in here, this is the dinar beat. Now take it from me, Frank is no rookie. It's okay, think, give this man a cookie.
Later on.
You never know what suit he'll be wearing, so I wear my sunglasses because they are so glaring. So whenever I need a dinar fix, I tune into Frank 26. He's got the latest, greatest news from the street. Tune in now, tune in here, this is the dinar beat. Sit up, be patient, and get ready. Frank's got some news from Walking Stick and Eddie. Frank breaks down the news and keeps us straight. Come on, Iraq, can you give us the rate? So whenever I need a dinar fix, I tune into Frank 26. He's got the latest, greatest news from the street. Tune in now, tune in here, this is the dinar beat. Hey, Tink, I need a cookie.
No.
Come on, Tink, I deserve some cookies.
Sure.
Cookies, cookies, cookies. Come on, Tink, give up the cookies.
Greetings, family. Welcome to another one of your Frank 26 UB2s. It's good to be with you. It is April. It is the 8th of April, 2025. I greet you in agape love. We are KTFA, which stands for Keep the Faith Always. KTFA, Keep the Faith Always. Our website is called KTF Always, KTFalways.com. Come on in and join us. It's free. Hey, listen, we got a lot to do, and I'm already running behind. So let's go ahead and get to work right away. The first thing we do before we do anything, what are we? A Christian-based organization. What do? Go to God first before we do anything. Will you join me? Abba, Heavenly Father, I come to your throne room by the blood of Jesus, asking you to prepare me for tonight. I thank you, God. I thank you for the information. I thank you for our teams. I thank you for the organization that you have established with us that allows us to put these programs together. And I hope that this is of help to somebody. I love you, Father. I love you. I need you in my life. I believe in your Son, Jesus Christ. I believe that he died on the cross and you arose him 3 days later in order to conquer death, in order to conquer my sins. And I so appreciate it. I so believe in it. I so understand it. You gave me life, but you didn't give me life for me. You gave me life for them. You want me to teach them about you. Orders received, orders understood, sir. Thank you, Heavenly Father, for another opportunity tonight to show them how much I love you and how much you love me. Maybe one day, when I'm in your presence, we can sing a song together. I'd love to do that. We can take a long walk. You used to do that with Adam and Eve in the garden. I'd like to take a walk with you and ask you some questions. Maybe one day we can, do you like to play checkers? I like to play checkers. I like Chinese checkers too. I like chess. You know, God, there's only one game that I could never play with you. Hide and seek. You already know you know everything about. No. I just want to be with you, that's all. Is what I'm trying to say. And one day I'll do everything with you. Until then, give me the strength to tell everyone about you. It is in the name of your Son, Jesus Christ, that I pray with strength, with faith, not only for myself, my family, but for those that are with us. For those that are with us tonight. Amen, amen, amen. Hi, Andy.
Amen.
Go for it.
Hi, Frank.
Hey, buddy, go for it. Amen, amen, amen. Thank you, Andy. God bless you, brother.
Yes, sir. God bless you, and we'll see you at the end.
Yes, sir. Ladies and gentlemen, let's get to work. Go ahead and get on in. You know what? Oops, sorry about that. I just knocked over everything. Great story of my life, ain't it? You know the routine. Go on in. You belong to ktfos.com, and I'm glad you do. Go on in there, and let's get into the final article thread. Oh my goodness, so much has happened since I've been with you. And I hope that you've been able to catch up by being in our forum at ktfos.com. And also premium. I promised you that I would be there this week, and I wasn't I? Mute my side.
There's nobody there.
Okay. I promised you that I would be, and sure enough, a couple of days ago, I gave you a long report. Club 26 and premium. You got to read it, so you got an idea. Things are moving fast, aren't they? But the other thing that's interesting is this word, Azraflag. We all know what it means now. It is the definition of Azraflag is all the years that I've been teaching you. We told you that they would teach the citizens the monetary reform education. So what does that mean? They're going to teach them that 1 + 1 is 2. They're going to teach them that they can walk into a bank. What this monetary reform education means, in my opinion, and by the way, everything that I'm going to say tonight is in my opinion. How do you like my green and pink suit? This is green and this is pink. That's my opinion, okay? So you can see my opinion ain't worth squat. So take my opinion to God in prayer. But if you've been with me for a long time, you know what my opinion is worth. And in my opinion, the monetary reform education, the Azraflag, it's teaching them about the new coins, about the lower notes, about the ATM machines, about the services that they have at the banks now that are international. They're teaching them about things that they've never told them before. And it's causing Eddie to say, this is interesting. Because all of this, none of this is at 1310. All of this is based on a new exchange rate. I mean, we know that. I said, I know you know that, Eddie, and I'm glad you do. It's a process, though. It's a process. Let it unfold. Let it walk its way through. If God has a gift for you, hey, God, you got something for me? What you got? The monetary reform of the Iraqi dinar is going to bless me? Okay, where is it? Where is it? Where is it? Where is it? It's in your hands? Okay, let me see your hand. Let me see your hand. Are you going to do that? Are you going to snatch it out of God's hands? Of course not. You're going to be patient in front of God, and you're going to wait until it gets here. And while you're being patient and waiting, you're going to be grateful for everything that you're seeing. And you will be so careful who you study with. This week, so whoever these, I can't say fool. God doesn't want us to call anybody a fool. I would be the fool. There are a lot of irresponsible people on the internet. And the one that drove me nuts this week was Frank. And I got all the texts from so many people. I'm just passing this on to you. How many times have I told you, don't bring me the garbage from other people? Oh, but these people, are saying, I don't care what they say. Did I say it on my YouTube? No. But I'm double checking because don't know. Now what it was, and I want to just nip it in the butt and get over it because we got some work to do here. Ring a ding ding. Hello, this is Frank. How can I help you? Hey Frank, did you hear that the bonds have matured? I said, I don't know anything about James Bond, and what are you talking about? No, not James Bond. The bonds. The bonds. Yeah. What about them? They've matured. Oh, well, good. What about it? We're gonna get paid. Oh, you are? Okay. When? I don't know, but they did tell us that they matured, and we're going to get paid. Not the $3, that the CBI is doing. We're going to get paid. Bonds, matured, ripe, bananas. And I said, okay, calm down. Let me ask you something. You got these bonds? No. I don't own any of the bonds. Well, how are you going to profit? Well, no, you don't understand. The dinar, the bonds have matured, so the dinar has matured. That's what I'm trying to tell you. Okay, hold on a second. CBI website says 1310. Nothing has matured that I know. What are you talking about? The bonds, Frank, the bonds. Come on, buddy. You know, you're acting stupid. You know more. You know. The bonds. Okay, let me ask you this, because so far you haven't answered any of my questions. What country? Huh? What country? Huh? Well, the bonds have matured, right? Yeah. What? The bonds of what country? Oh, no. But she said they had matured. Or he said they had matured. Or it said they had matured. And then I just tell the person, do you understand? You see, just a simple process of asking you 3 questions, it just eliminated your excitement. It's all garbage. What they do is they convince you, oh, these people are good. I'm surprised that they're not calling from New Delhi. Hello, I'd like to tell you. Yeah, right. I get so many pictures of beautiful girls, with their tops all the way down here. And, hi, I haven't heard from you in a long time. Call me, big boy. And when you call them, these centers over there, where it's mainly in India, what they're doing is they're stealing your money the moment you call. Anyways, I'm getting too far into that. All I'm trying to say is that, ladies and gentlemen, please stop it. You want to be gullible? You want to get involved with all of this nonsense? The dong chow bing, I'm going to get $5, not $3. I belong to the Indian Reservation Organization. Yeah, Apache Comanche General something or another. And I'm not going to have to pay any taxes because there's no taxes on the Indian Reservation. I've heard them all. Hey, Frank, I'm not going to pay any taxes because I'm going to exchange my currency in international waters on a cruise ship. No, that won't work either. Hey, Frank, I belong to the United Nations Humanitarian Program. You know, we're going to help a lot of people, and they're going to give us a whole lot more than what the CBI is going to give you. Family, do you remember when I did the UB2B about greed? About greed, remember? About greed? Yeah. So please, I'm begging you, don't waste my time like that. Don't call me asking me, don't send me texts, don't send me emails about what some other guru is telling you. Go to them, sit with them, break bread with them, pray with them, talk with them, argue with them, do whatever you want with them, but don't do it with me. Don't waste my time with these people. Look, all the stuff that I've been telling you every time I'm with you, do they tell you any of it? No. That's why you come here to learn. And I'm not patting myself that we're better than they. No, I will wash their feet. I will wash their feet in front of you, but I just don't want nothing to do with what they say. Final article, let's get to work, okay? We're in, are we in the last page?
No, there's second to the last.
Okay, I think we're at the second to the last page. Let's get to work, because, oh my gosh, we got so much to talk about. What's the title of your UB2B? The title is Peace. The title is Greg. Keep it up, Greg. Keep it up. You don't think I can't see peripherally here? I can see what you're posting over here. Love you, Greg. Anyways, let's get to work. Oh my word, there's so much. The title of your UB2B is Peace? Question mark. What do we need? Security and stability. From who? From Iran. Why? Well, you know, they still know everything they can from Iraq. And that's why they haven't raised the value of their currency. Yeah, they'll steal that too. They're not ready to do. They've been working with the World Bank, the U.S. Treasury, the IMF. Yeah, CBI and Sudani have been working they've done a lot of amazing things. And you know what? The way they're talking, you know, World Bank, IMF, the way they're talking, these people are talking like they got a new exchange rate. Yeah, I know. What happens when you walk into Wells Fargo? And you say, I'd like to know about the Iraqi dinar. What does Wells Fargo say to you? What do they say? Well, I'm not going to sit here and wait. Look, only because you're long distance, okay? This person is trying to get a hold of me from another country. He says, you see what I mean? You're getting wrong information. Yeah, I know that, but and you just won't stop. You just boom, 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 boom. I need my phone with my teams, okay? Please don't do this. He said, why did the Japanese yuan and the Turkish lira all of a sudden revalue their currency? They added value to their currency because their currency sucks. And it doesn't matter how many zeros you take away, it's still gonna suck. Anyways, I don't know anything about those, the Japanese yen and the lira, but I do know that I don't want anything to do with them. My broker and I only sell two currencies. Look at how much time I've wasted. Look at how much time I've wasted. Let's get to work. Final article number 5,297. Now, this is the last article that we talked together when we were together last time. This was the article that we brought up. And this is basically Trump is telling all these reporters in Air Force One, Iran has to negotiate. Iran has to negotiate. We all know very well what Iran is all about. Okay, now with that in mind, Iran has to negotiate. And we talked about it the last time we were together. Come on, Iran, you have a golden opportunity here. Do the right thing, you know, for once, okay? Because you're just going to get annihilated. Really? You're on a suicidal march? You're on a suicidal path? That's what you want? You want to die? There's no other way. Iran, do you know of a country that wants to help you? Who? Transylvania. No, I'm serious, Iran. Is there anyone that can speak for you? Is there any country that will come out and say, hey, no, wait a minute, no, don't leave them alone. Let them have all the nuclear proliferation they want, man. They're a cool country. They're good people. They're really good for the planet Earth. know Iran. And you're the reason why we don't have a new exchange rate inside of Iraq. And that's the gospel truth. So Trump is telling you, please negotiate. And the title of our UB2B is Peace? Question mark. Do we have peace? Because if we have peace with Iran, if you see, I can just imagine, at the White House, ring-a-ding-ding. This is the imperial guy from Iran. Who this? Well, this is Donald Trump. What you want? I understand you're willing to talk to me now. I thought you wanted a bullet in my skull. I didn't say that. They said that. Some other guy said that. We never said that about you, Trump. Yeah, we talked to you. This is the supreme leader, right? Yeah, this is me. Well, this is good news. I tell you what, I'm going over to Saudi Arabia. I may even go to Iraq. Why don't I come and see you, Supreme Leader? Oh, well, I don't know. Now I tell you these things because I always plant seeds with you. Like, for example, think very carefully. Look at your notes. The last time we were together, I said, oh, hold on a second. Got it. It's up. Did you have a... Okay. I had 2 blackouts here. What was I saying? Oh, dear me. What was I saying? Yeah, Trump. More than like... Oh! Look at your notes. Do you remember, family? I said last time we were together, which was Friday. I said, I was really looking forward to tomorrow, Saturday, that maybe we could have peace with Iran. Do you remember I said that? And then I said, no, it looks like we're going to miss it. Don't miss this opportunity, man. I tell you what, next Saturday, okay? Next Saturday. Do you remember that? I mean, I really do want you to post for me. Tell me if you remember that or not. Because I said those exact words. And Shang Doodle had them in the notes that she took. Son of God, Greg. Oh, good. So I got a couple that do remember that. All right, I'm glad you do remember that because today's Tuesday. This coming Saturday, I believe we may have peace with Iran. Oh, look at all of you. Do remember for real, all you guys, Fiery Preacher and Bud and Trash Dog. Victoria, Jan, Kathy. Hi, Kathy, Chris. Good to see you again, sweetheart. Christabella. Woohoo! Carol Lee says, I remember. Well, with that in mind, then maybe this article that we're looking at right now, maybe next Saturday, maybe that will be matured. Final article number 5,298. Ebro celebrates the 94th anniversary of the issuance of the first Iraqi currency. Now, why are you doing this, Bank of Iraq? Why are you doing this? Well, Frank, the reason why we're doing this is because we're going through a phase right now of the monetary reform. Yeah. And that phase is to educate the citizens of Iraq. In our country, we call that Asraflak. Yeah. You called it the monetary reform education, I believe. Didn't you call it that, Frank? I've been calling it for years. Well, okay, and here we are. And we are fulfilling the monetary reform education. You know why, Frank? Because it must not fail with the citizens. That's right. So we're going to start at the very beginning, okay? Okay. Iraqi citizens. Once upon a time, back many, far away, in a different galaxy, we used to have coins. I know you don't have them now, but yeah, we used to have coins. We'd like to show them to you, what they look like. Yeah. In fact, they were kind of unique. They had gold in the middle and silver outside. They were a little bit different. Yeah. So, also, looky here. Oh, my word, there's all the coins. Look at all those pictures. Gosh darn it! I wish I had all of that. That'd be good souvenirs, good collector items there. Okay, and what else? Oh my goodness! 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Look at all these pictures. There's a dozen pictures. Look at the. Okay, this I gotta hold up. This one I gotta hold up, in case you're not watching. Look at this. Look at this. Look at this. Somebody spilling the beans. Oh my goodness. Linda, listen to me, Linda. Listen to me. I got to talk to you about your currency, Linda. What do you want to tell me about it? A long time ago, we used to have these coins, and we're going to have them again. A long time ago, we used to have all this, these denominations. You see them? They're smaller. Yeah, they're not like the 3-0 notes that you got now. Yeah, we used to have these. Look at this picture. Look at that picture. Yeah. Hey, you remember that picture? The second one on the left-hand side. You see that face? Don't draw a mustache on that. Oh, he's got a mustache. Never mind. Don't draw no scars on that face. I know. That's Maliki. But that's the old Swiss Saddam note. Uh-huh. You see the ones above it? That's before Maliki. Yeah. Not Maliki, excuse me. Saddam. You get them confused. They're all evil. They all look alike. So they all look like Groucho Marx. You know what I mean? So, yeah, there it is. Ta-da, ta-da, ta-da. Witness this, Iraqi citizens. And Eddie says, what for? Of course, he's being funny. And he's like, no, I don't want to look at it. Hey, Mr. Frank, did you see that? Yeah, I saw it. Did you see that they showed us all the old currency that we used to have? Well, Eddie, they actually did this earlier this year. Yeah, Mr. Frank, but this is different. They showed us currency from another country. You son of a gun, that's right. I forgot about that. So what is this one? Well, look at it. That's your old currency. Yeah! And look at all the things that they're telling us about it. In fact, okay, let's just read it. Let's read it. He continued by saying, we are, and this is the CBI, we are displaying these coins. We are displaying these coins so that the new generation, I like that. Well put. I like that. Well put. You see, after a war, you lose a lot of your youth, and you're left with widows and old men. But in these 20 years, that's a generation. So he says, we are displaying these coins so that the new generation that exists right now can learn that the Iraqi dinar was worth $3 or even more in the past. We're not hinting. We're not teasing. We're not suggesting. We're assaflacking it up the we're assafracking, okay? We're teaching. What we used to have and what we're going to have and what's going to replace it. They know this. They're suing us because we haven't given it to them yet. This is the monetary reform education at its highest peak. It is beautiful. What do I say? What is the blue title for this article? Why is there a need to remind the citizens that the value was $3? Why? Because this is called Ashraflak. Monetary reform education. Monetary literacy. Remember? Yes, I do. Sounds like you want to marry me. No, I don't. And stop saying I do. But I do understand what you're saying. This is exactly what was told to us. This is what Eddie and all the Iraqi citizens, we're going to teach you. This is what you've been telling us. This was Walking Stick Repair. This is what Aki told us was, well, they're now printing and they're going to have billboards. This is it. And they did say, they told us that they're going to take 2 months for this flack stuff. Fine. Because at the end of the flack education, they're going to have something in their hands, in their pockets. in my opinion. If not, you're wasting my time. I mean, the next thing you're going to tell me is that Jamie Dimon wants to build banks in Iraq. Of course not. Jamie Dimon. What's the Iraqi deny? It's a scam. Ask any of my employees. It's a scam. Okay, Jamie. Thank you. Catch you later. Alrighty. So that's what this means. It's the 94th anniversary of the issuance of the first Iraqi photos. Alrighty. Thank you very much. This is monetary reform education with 12 pictures that just blows. It just blows it out of the water. Any negativity, anybody that tells you, "Oh, it's not going to happen," it's not happening, and "Oh, you've been hoodwinked," "Oh, you've been lied to," "Oh, it's a scam," or whatever. Okay. But you see, knowledge is powerful, isn't it? Knowledge is powerful. KTFA students, you can bench press 1,000 pounds. Final article number 5,299. Iraq faces economic pressures. Iraq faces economic pressures. Iraq faces economic pressure. U.S. tariffs could be the beginning of upcoming challenges. Now, the last time that we were together, what did I say about the tariffs? Oh, I said that they had Trump had put 39% on the Iraq. Yeah. What are the tariffs that Iraq puts on us? Almost 40, like 76% or something like that. Oh, so Trump took half of that. Yes, he did, and he put it on Iraq, huh? Yeah. How did Soudani react to that? He didn't like it one bit. Why? Because he's trying to get the budget out, and that kind of messed up maybe their process, their thinking, their calculations. Yeah, big time. And if he doubles it to match it, because that's what he wants, reciprocal, and if he doubles it next week to match it, Soudani, you got another problem, or you got more problems on top of your problem. And on top of that, didn't the barrel of oil go down to $63? Huh? Soudani, you're leaving money on the table. I don't care how powerful you are. I don't care how much oil you got it up the yang. Fine, but you're still leaving it on the table. When are you going to collect it? Why do you, Soudani, is the oil flowing? Between you and I, it's a different story. But to the world is listening right now. Soudani, is the oil flowing? Oh no, it's not flowing, huh? Why? Oh, it needs a new exchange rate, huh? Okay. You got the budget? Oh, the budget. I mean, wasn't that was last month? It was going to come out. No. You got the budget? No. Oh, are you waiting for the new exchange rate? Oh, gosh darn it! I wish I would have known that. So you see, my exaggeration, family, is on purpose to make a point that everything waits for the new exchange rate. Everything. Final article number 5,299. Iraq faces economic pressures. Yeah. The U.S. tariffs could be the beginning of upcoming challenges. Yeah. And also the dropping of the price of oil. Yeah. And there are other things too that Trump is doing that I don't really need to or want to talk about right now. But it's putting pressure. What is the word it says? Iraq faces economic pressures. Is that what you want, Soudani? You want economic pressures? Right now, your economy is exploding. Your inflation, your GDP, everything is literally perfect. Would you like it all to be destroyed? Because that's what a tariff will do. No, I don't think so. Now, I ain't got nothing against you, Soudani, because I know you're working hard. I know you're working double time. I know all that. But the thing is, though, Soudani, you also have the authority to activate it right now. And that's the only little part that I'm a little disappointed in. But it's cool. It's cool. I know it's a process. I see the things you're doing. I see what Trump is doing. It's cool. But you also got to understand, Trump will put pressure on you. Soudani. You know how many dinars we have in our treasury? Yeah, so these pressures, what is the blue title for this article? It says, there it is. There it is. What did we say on Tuesday on our UB2B? Pressure for the purchasing power of the Iraqi dinar's monetary reform. Ta-da! I like it when we say things and then the articles come out and they back us up. That way I don't look so stupid. I just look a little stupid. That's not all of it, though. Hey, Dan, I think you're from Canada. Unfortunately, you say, well, tariffs work a lot better if your country had a manufacturing industry like you did in the 50s. Dan, allow me to help you, brother, because you're a good guy. You've always been cordial and polite. In less than 2 weeks, Dan, in less than 2 weeks, Dan, hundreds of countries and companies are now in line, pushing, I mean, literally pushing each other. Come on, man, it's my turn. You know what that line is? You know what the front of that line is? President Trump. So many countries, so many companies are now wanting to talk to Trump. You know why? Well, the countries, they want the tariffs lowered. Okay, we can do that. Give me this, I'll give you this. And that's what the tariffs are doing. But the companies, apparently, Dan, you don't know. That's why I'm taking all this time to educate you. The companies are pouring into the United States of America right now and bringing in not millions, not silly billions. They've already brought in over $1 trillion worth of investments in our country to build what they build in their countries. So that which you criticize that we don't have, we do. Final article number 5,300. 95 trillion dinars are held outside of the banking system. What is their impact on the economy? Seriously, be serious about this study. Who's asking these questions? And the answer is the Iraqi citizens. So they come out and they talk to them during this ASFRA-FLAC, this monetary literacy, this monetary education, this process right now that is helping these people. 95 trillion dinars are held outside of the banking system. What is their impact on the economy? Well, let's see what this article says. The positive step towards activating e-commerce are aligned in the government's and the central bank's efforts to integrate hoarded funds, cash that leakaged. You mean mattress dinars? Yes, into the banking system. You want those 3 zeros back, don't you? Yes, which will contribute if they do this. Okay, if they bring in these 3 zeros, it will contribute to strengthening the national economy and achieving financial stability. Okay, so if they bring in the 3 zeros, you're going to give them a new exchange rate with the lower notes, which is going to strengthen your economy and your national currency. Yes, that's what we're saying. Because all of this la 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 and leaving it at 1310 is a bunch of caca, right? Yes, it's impossible. That's right. It's an impossibility. Okay. Just as long as we can communicate, we can talk, okay, la 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 la, as long as you understand, I'm not stupid, okay? Oh, good. So, okay, with this in mind, we have a new exchange rate. Then the positive steps towards activating the e-commerce and aligned with the government and the central bank's effort to integrate hoard funds, mattress dinars, into the banking system, which will contribute to strengthening the national economy and achieving financial stability. What look at the blue, what is it? There's a blue parentheses. What does it say? The CBI wants all of its 3-0 notes, and that's what they're saying right now. Continuing. So Chalet went on and he said all of this as the advisor to the prime minister. Yeah, the prime minister grabbed Chalet by the ear and he says, get out there and tell him all of this. So he goes out, Chalet goes out there and he tells him, hey, look, just bring in the 3 zeros. We're this close. Final article number 5,301. The Iranian rial falls to a new record low against the dollar. Yeah. Yeah. Hey, Supreme Leader, how's your currency? Shucks. What'd you do last year? Well, you added, I think, 4 more zeros to our currency. Yeah, I know. Iranian Supreme Leader, come on, man. Don't you want a peaceful environment? Don't you want money in your pocket? Don't you want your citizens to look at you and thank you for being a good leader? Don't you want these things? Don't you? The Iranian rial falls to a new record low against the dollar. Supreme Leader, do you understand why? Do you know how many dinars we have in the United States of America, in our treasuries? Do you understand that our president wants this to mature? Not no stupid bonds that other gurus are talking about. He wants this to mature, okay? Okay. So, Iranian rial falls to a new record low against the dollar. What's the blue title for this article? Mission accomplished, sir. Because that'll bring us the peace and security and stability that we're looking for. And what's the title of your UB2B tonight? Peace. Could it be? Could it be? It's an impossibility. Never in the history of this planet has Iran ever been peaceful. This would be interesting. So yeah, mission accomplished. We're doing what we have to do. Or I should say, Trump is doing what he has to do. Can you imagine if Biden would have done these things? There wouldn't be so much sin in the world. Final article number 5302. The P guy, you know, the I think he's the president of Iran. Let me be respectful. Pensekian. Yeah, I think that's it. Pensekian. Iran is ready for a dialogue with Washington, but on one condition. Well, then you're not ready. No. Frank, come on. Come on, it's a bro thing, okay? Help me out with it. Help me out with your Trump guy. We want to talk with him, but under one condition. Then he won't talk to you. No, listen to me. Remember I said I didn't want to talk to him, that I was going to do it to 3 parties, you know, and we want to talk to him. Good, he wants to talk to you. But under one condition. Well, forget about it. Can we talk to his wife? No, you can't talk to his wife. You can't talk to anybody. You can't talk to Trump unless you just simply do it face to face, okay? With no conditions, none of your garbage, because, you know, all your conditions just are loopholes, okay? So stop it, okay? You want to talk to Trump? Because you said you didn't. You said you wanted to talk to him through people. Now you want to talk to him not through a third party, but straight to him. Is that what you're saying at this point, at this moment, when he's finally giving you your ultimatum? Yeah, we want to talk to him. But no buts. What is the blue title for this article? Iran will cave in to Trump or die in their caves. Okay, well, that's kind of directly to the point. What's the article underneath this article? Oh, there it is again. Pensekian, the president of Iran, you know, because their supreme leader sends him out, okay? The supreme leader sends out this Pensekian to talk to the world. Pensekian expresses his willingness now. I'm willing. No, you don't have to bend my. No, you don't have to bend my. I'm willing. Okay, I'm willing. I'm going to talk to Trump. Pensekian expresses his willingness to enter into dialogue with America, stipulating. Oh, there we go again. Now, well, wait a minute. We said we were willing to talk. No, you said you're willing to go into dialogue with America. You didn't say you're willing to talk to Trump. Oh, well, but okay, we will, but we want to stipulate equality and respect, okay? That's your that's what you want. That was the one thing you want. You want Trump to treat you equally and to show you respect? Is that what you're saying? Yes. Why are you laughing at me? Because you don't deserve it. But okay. You see, my president is a Christian. He's a good man. He's got a good heart. Didn't you hear him constantly saying, I don't want to kill these people. I want to work with them. I don't want to hurt them. Final article number 5303. The Iraq. You know what? Is he here with us? Oh, good. Ladies and gentlemen, we're going to stop. We're going to do our commercial from 7 to 7:20, and then when we come back, we pick up. It's just going to get better and better and better. When we're done, we're going to be where we want to stand. Right now, let's do our 20-minute commercial for Cardio Life, the product that I love so much. You see, I went through cancer the last 5 years, and when I was in my 60s. But now in my 70s, I know that my cardiovascular system is going to start to get plugged up. You ever go to, at an old house, like 100 years old, and you go to turn on the water, at the faucet, and the water goes, and dust comes out before the water even comes out. And it takes like about an hour and a half before the hot water comes out, remember, So that's what my plumbing, my veins, my arteries, my capillaries, my microcapillary, all my plumbing in my body at my age, because of my lifestyle, because of my environment, maybe even because of genetics, I don't know. Whatever it may be, I am preparing my heart to be strong during the time of my life when it can be very weak. Dr. Harry, the floor is yours. Can you hear me, sir?
Yes, sir. Can you hear me?
Oh, beautiful. That's great, great volume. The floor is yours. When you are done, sir, you let me know. In the meantime, I will hold up the product and show it while you're talking. Go right ahead.
All right, folks, on the call today, let me give you some facts. Cardiovascular disease is the number one killer of both men and women and responsible for more deaths than the next 9 causes combined. One stroke-related death occurs every 3 minutes. 500,000 women a year are taken by heart disease, more than any other medical cause, including breast cancer. African Americans are twice as likely to suffer a heart attack or stroke. The biggest risk factors for coronary artery disease include obesity, high blood pressure, cholesterol, high cholesterol, diabetes, tobacco use, and the only thing that we can control, our family history. 14 million Americans are currently living with coronary artery disease, and 1 in 4 are now at risk for developing that disease. Approximately 58 million Americans have hypertension, a leading cause of death and disability in the United States. My name is Dr. Harry Ellert. I'm a naturopathic doctor with a PhD in health and nutrition. I've written a book called Let's Stop the Number One Killer of Americans Today. Operative word, stop today. It can be done. You see, in 1998, a gentleman scientist his name was Dr. Louis Ignarro, and his partners won the Nobel Prize for the research on nitric oxide pathway. Now, nitric oxide is created naturally in your body when you're giving something called an amino acid called L-arginine. This research created a frenzy of interest in the pharmaceutical and nutraceutical fields. Now there are over 100,000 published medical studies attesting to the fact that the amino acid L-arginine will help the human body regulate every aspect of the cardiovascular system. Now, what I'm going to do for you right now, you might want to grab a pen and paper. I'm going to list 22 things that the body, that arginine-derived nitric oxide do in the body. And if you don't fall into one of these categories, then my hat's off to you. But each of these is backed by clinical studies, not ghostwritten studies where Joe the plumber writes a report and a doctor throws his name on it, it gets published, and then it gets withdrawn years later because it was fraudulent. These are actual clinical studies. Number 1, Arginine is 1,000 times more powerful than any natural occurring antioxidant in the body. Arginine's antioxidant properties support various body systems and may protect against heart disease, stroke, cancer, and diabetes, as well as slowing premature aging. Number 2, it offers wide-ranging cardiovascular support in controlling high blood pressure and plaque formation. Nitric oxide keeps arteries relaxed and pliable for normal blood pressure, preventing hypertension and angina. Number 3, it enhances memory, particularly long-term memory, and may help to reverse the effects of dementia and Alzheimer's disease. Number 4, it boosts human growth hormone, which has anti-aging properties. Number 5, it enhances communication of messenger cells between nerves and the brain. Number 6, it may improve function and fight bacterial infections. Number 7, it may help the treatment and prevention of diabetes, since many disease complications, including poor circulation and blindness, are vascular in nature. Arginine is also found to regulate insulin secretion in pancreas. Number 8, it may inhibit the division and proliferation of cancer cells. Number 9, it helps with cholesterol control by lowering serum and LDL cholesterol levels. Number 10, it enhances male sexual performance by treating vascular erectile dysfunction. In fact, the studies led to Viagra. Number 11, it is an anticoagulant, abilities to reduce clotting to lower heart attack and stroke risk. Number 12, it reduces pregnancy-related hypertension, a risk factor for both the expecting mother and the unborn child. Number 13, it is useful in the treatment of asthma by opening pulmonary pathways for easier breathing and the treatment of lung disorders. Number 14, it relaxes hypertonic sphincter muscles, preventing and healing hemorrhoids. Number 15, it boosts lean muscle mass and preserves bone density by encouraging HGH production, which also leads to the reduction in fatty tissue. As a result, it may be useful in weight management and strength training. Number 16, it can help offset cardiovascular and lung damage caused by tobacco use, since nitric oxide levels in smokers are less than half of those found in non-smokers. Number 17, it helps accelerate wound healing and post-surgery recovery. Research has shown it is useful in treating burn wounds and stimulates wound healing in the elderly. Number 18, it may be useful in enhancing athletic performance due to its ability to boost exercise tolerance, its beneficial effect on the lungs, and its effect on HGH levels, which helps with building lean muscle tissue. Number 19, it may be useful to improve the function of the prostate. Number 20, it may prevent and possibly reverse the effects of osteoporosis by positively affecting bone mass. Number 21, it has been used in the treatment of irritable bowel syndrome and to reduce the occurrence of ulcers, especially stress-related, without affecting gastric acid production. 22, it may improve kidney function and slow the progression of kidney disease and age-related chronic renal failure. Arginine's protective effect on the kidneys may also benefit those with diabetes. So if you didn't fall into one of those categories, my hat's off to you, but I guarantee everyone on the call has had some condition, either in the past or in the, are dealing with it right now, that falls into that category. Dr. Luignan said this: in the field of medicine and health, L-arginine is one of the most incredible revolutions of our time. The discovery that this amino acid arginine may be the magic bullet for the cardiovascular system. Now, what is a magic bullet? Well, a magic bullet is something that we all want. We want to take one thing that fixes all of our problems. Well, what I just read there, 22 things. And guess what? Each one of those is backed up by several clinical studies. So this is just isn't me saying it. Now, in my progress of writing my book and doing all the research, and my book pertains to not only educating people on the real causes to heart disease and strokes, but what you can do about it and what natural cures are out there that help you to reverse it. Well, it led to me formulating a product called Cardio for Life. Now, Cardio for Life combines arginine, well, there it is, along with grapeseed extract, resveratrol, CoQ10, omega-3 from perilla oil, all your major vitamins except for vitamin A, all your major minerals except for calcium, and all your 76 trace minerals, all in one great tasting product. Contains no GMOs, no soy, no gluten, no sugar, no nothing bad for you. It's great tasting. It's vegan friendly. Comes in 4 flavors: grape, orange, peach, and pina colada. And I get testimonies every day from people all over the world, because we've been selling this since 2009. And we have over 5,000 people on it. But I get testimonies every day of how it has totally helped people. You know what? If people had, $40 left and had a choice between eating or buying Cardio for Life, they would buy Cardio for Life, because they consider it saving their life oftentimes. And I'm not exaggerating. I mean that. I get testimonies from people all the time on how it, had 90% plaque buildup in their carotid arteries, and they went on Cardio for Life for 30 days, 2 servings a day for 3 times a day, and bingo, 30 days later they went in and the doctor said, hey, you can go home. For some reason we must have made a mistake because we can't find enough plaque to do the surgery. So it works, people. And I'm here to tell you that if you go to the website, healthguardian.com, there's 2 educational videos that are on there. If you go in the video section, one of them is Restoring Wellness in the Church, which I did. I used to tour and speak in churches, but it's very informative. And then the other one is called The Cardiovascular Cure, what I went over in basically, 10, 20 minutes. It breaks it down. It's very informative, and you share it with as many people as you want. But it really will open your eyes. And with that, I'll turn it back over to our host.
When you said it'll open your eyes, one of the things that I noticed was my vision. Now, I'm not going to say that all of a sudden, I got perfect vision. No. But I do notice a difference. Like, for example, I don't like a gloomy day. Not that I'm bipolar. I just don't like a gloomy day. I live half of my life in Hawaii, and the sun is out there all the time. I can see everything. I can see really good. And I noticed that my vision was improving. The only thing I could think of was that my occipital nerve was receiving more oxygen, more nutrition, because my blood is maybe flowing better. One more other thing I have noticed. I suffer from leg cramps. Oh, real bad leg cramps. And I suffer from them because I guess, I only have one kidney. Kidneys are what are controlling your water in your body. It helps to regulate your water. I only have one kidney, so I have a tendency to be lacking electrolytes, lacking enough water, and I get into these bad cramps. Well, since I started taking this product, I don't have those cramps anymore. I was looking at the container, and down in there, it has one of them. I believe that it was talking about muscles, and it makes sense. I love the product, sir. I'm very grateful that you brought it to us. Let us see. We still have about a good 10 minutes with you. Do you mind if we open it up to questions and answers?
Not at all.
Good.
By the way, as far as vision goes,
Yes.
one thing it will reverse is
Tell me.
glaucoma.
I did.
Say that again,
It will
sir.
not-
Say that
It
again.
will reverse glaucoma.
It will reverse glaucoma?
Yes. That's basically a pressure issue.
Yeah.
Like high blood pressure.
Yeah.
The pressure's on the eye.
Yeah.
But yeah, it will. I've worked with an endocrinologist who can validate that. And it doesn't work on cataracts, but it does work on glaucoma.
I guess I can understand it. The purple vision, the viscous humor that's inside of the eyeball, like a tire. When you have a tire in your car that is lacking air, you're not going to have a very smooth ride, man, a little wobbly and bumpy. The same thing with your eyeball. If you don't have the right, it's called purple vision, this viscous humor. If you don't have that liquid in the eyeball in the proper amount, the proper pressure, well, then your eyeball is going to be too big or too small, and that messes up the lens for you to be able to see. I find that interesting, sir. Thank you for teaching me that. Ladies and gentlemen, here we go. Beth Bartone is asking you, Doctor, will this help Parkinson's disease?
Uh, well, vitamin D is known to help with Parkinson's, and it does have 5,000 IUs of vitamin D, and if you do it twice a day, you're getting 10,000 IUs of vitamin D every day. It might help with the symptoms. It's not going to cure it.
Copy. Thank you. I have a person here that's giving a testimony. Texas twin. My pain in my knee has lessened. I'm breathing better, and it has helped with allergies as well. How does that work, sir? I'm a respiratory therapist. I mean, I can understand that if you got more blood flow going into your pulmonary system, sure, it's going to function better. But how is it that these people are noticing that they have a better breathing ability, better tidal volume?
Well, it's like the clinical study said. It improves your breathing by opening up the passageways to the lungs. So all of your bronchial tubes there fill your lungs will fill up with oxygen. So and then there's other ingredients in there as far as the allergies. The grapeseed extract is good for allergies. So that and the resveratrol. So when you combine that with the arginine, which actually amplifies the effect of those. That's why it helps with some allergies.
How about cholesterol? We have Peggy Golden that is asking, what does this do for cholesterol?
First of all, don't go by what your doctor says. They want to get everybody below 100, which can lead to a brain bleed. When you start worrying about your cholesterol, your total cholesterol should reach 230 plus your age. So if you're 70 years old, you don't even worry about your cholesterol until it hits about 300. Now, Cardio for Life does lower total cholesterol as well as LDL cholesterol. But for most people that are on statins, they don't even need them. It's really sad.
Gotcha. Jody Heisman is asking, I can answer this. She says, will it hurt me if I take it twice a day instead of once a day? Jody, to be honest with you, no. It will not hurt. In fact, when people first start out with it, the doctor will listen to you. He will evaluate your homeostasis, your medical condition, and he will tell you, look, I recommend you should take this in the morning and the evening. Isn't that right, sir?
Yeah, it's the reason we take it twice a day is first thing in the morning gives you everything for the day, but at night your body rebuilds itself. So the millions of cells that died during the day, the body goes to replace them. You're giving your body great working tools to build good cells. So yeah, you should take it twice a day, and then depending on your condition, I mean, if somebody was, recovering from a stroke or a heart attack or had high blood pressure that wasn't controlled, you can take it up to two servings 3 times a day.
Excellent. We have a testimony. I don't see the name of the person, but it says, after only taking Cardio Life for less than a month, my cholesterol numbers came down so significantly. It is an amazing product. Thank you. Yeah. Speaking of that, sir, you and I had a conversation, and I'd like to bring that up. This product will also help you with plaque. The stuff that sticks to your arteries, veins, and capillaries and plugs it up. Give us a little a synopsis of how it works with plaque.
Well, plaque is formed on the endothelium, which is the inner walls of your arteries, veins, and capillaries. Mm-hmm. And arginine, when it converts to nitric oxide is a gas. And as that gas burns off, it takes with it the plaque. So it actually removes the plaque through the burning process. So it's not breaking it up. So people are worried, it's going to break it up, I'm going to have a stroke or heart attack or whatever. No, it doesn't go into pieces. It just burns off. As the gas burns away, it takes with it. That actually comes out of a book called The Cardiovascular Cure by Dr. John Cook. And if you go to the website and you watch the video, I actually have a slide on that video showing before and after a rabbit that's fed a high cholesterol diet, probably McDonald's, and it shows plaque in that artery, and then fed arginine-derived nitric oxide, and it shows the after effect, and the plaque is gone.
Fascinating. Man, I tell you, I'm really glad I'm taking this now. Norm Paulson has a testimony. I'm starting week number 4 with this product, and I'm taking it twice a day. The first thing in the morning and then before bedtime. It has improved my circulation in my legs and my feet, and my sleep has improved a lot as well. I'm very happy taking this product. Thank you very much for it. Good testimony.
Yeah, that's one of the side effects.
Ho-
Improved sleep, improved memory, improved sexual function, less prescription medicine, terrible side effects.
Jose Chavez says, does it help with high blood pressure? It does. Well, you go right ahead, sir. Go right ahead, sir.
Oh, absolutely. It relaxes the blood vessels. So what happens there is as the blood vessels relax, it lowers the blood pressure. Now, medication that does that are called calcium channel blockers. That has the same effect as taking Cardio for Life without the side effects. Calcium channel blockers can lead to a dry cough that you can't get rid of and some other side effects.
Well, brother, we're coming to the end here, and I want to thank you for being with us. Do you see any other quick questions there,
They want
Tink?
to know what it's sweetened with.
What is it sweetened with, sir?
It is sweetened with stevia. And then if you have a problem with stevia, we also have it in chewables, which are like about the size of a sweetheart. And that's sweetened with xylitol.
And that, if I recall, the chewables are chocolate and berry, I think, is it?
Yep.
Yep.
That's correct.
Yeah.
Yep.
And the powder, ladies and gentlemen, is grape, peach, orange, or pineapple, or pina colada. As long as you don't add no vodka to it, you'll be all right, okay?
No, it's rum. Yeah, rum. I'm sorry.
Well, Doctor, again, I thank you so much for being with us. God bless you. And ladies and gentlemen, you want to talk to the doctor? Call me. You want to order this product? Call me. My phone number is 419-283-2552, 419-283-2552. Thank you, Doctor.
And if they,
Yes, sir.
If they order online through your website, tell them to put in as a coupon code. I forgot what the coupon code is. Or whatever. I'll give them 10% off.
Thank you. Ladies and gentlemen, it's already just $45. And if you buy 3 of them, it pays for your shipping. But now you're also going to get $10 more off of this. Thank you, sir. Hey,
The coupon code is SHARK.
Shark. SHARK.
SHARK.
SHARK. How long is that for, sir? For this month?
No, it's a first time order. So I mean anybody that orders first time.
Oh, first
should
time
get
orders.
10%
Okay.
off if they put that coupon in.
Gotcha. Okay, only first time orders there. Well, we do have a first time order person here, and I believe the name was Valencia or something like that. Did you see that, Jan? I believe the person's name was that, and they said, I'm going to start this tomorrow. I'm starting this tomorrow based on what she learned tonight. Well, thank you, Doctor, and we'll be talking to you in the future and bring you back again. I'm very appreciative of what you did tonight.
All right, Frank. You bet.
You bet. Bye-bye, sir.
Bye-bye.
For those that are asking for the phone number, my wife has posted it there. Once again, 419-283-2552. 419-283-2552. Or you can go to our website, ktfalways.com, ktfalways.com. It stands for Keep the Faith, always, ktfalways.com. And when you go there, just scroll down and you'll be able to see all the banners. And you'll see the Cardio for Life. It's got the 4 containers, and you'll see the 4 different flavors. And by the way, real quick, one other product that we're moving and promoting is this. We now have products that have our logo on it, and once again, you can find the website by just going to ktfalways.com, scroll down, and you'll be able to see the banner with this baseball cap. We now have polo, white and black shirts with our logo. And the final commercial is that I am a registered agent with a licensed broker with the United States Treasury. Ooh, that sounds official, doesn't it? All it means is that I take orders for a broker, and I have to follow strict rules and regulations. So, when you call me, and you want to place an order, you want to buy the dinar or you want to buy the Vietnamese dong. Speaking of the dong, did you see what they did again today? Okay, we may have to study the dong. We may have to study the dong, but I want to see what they say to China first, okay? Let this work itself out. Let's keep studying the Iraqi dinar. But based on those caves of gold that they found, and based on what they just did yesterday, we may have to study the Vietnamese dong, but not right now. Let's get back to work. If I recall, we left off with final article number 5,303. The Iraqi government takes 4 steps regarding Trump's taxes. Well, that's wonderful because you're leaving money on the table by not raising the exchange rate of your currency. And you're not raising it because you're doing some other things that is called the a Rasaflak. You're doing a monetary reform education, yeah, but you're leaving money on the table. Can't you do both of them at the same time? Think about that, Sudani. I think you can. The Iraqi government takes 4 steps regarding Trump's taxes. What is the blue title? This is our study regarding pressure on the exchange rate of the Iraqi dinar. Read this article, family. Get up to date on that pressure because that pressure is going to release the new exchange rate. I mean, we wanted to see the budget, didn't we? Didn't we? Shoot, we wanted to start the beginning of the year, a new quarter. We wanted to start the beginning of April, a new quarter. We wanted to see the budget last month. We want to see a lot of things that we think is going to bring us the new exchange rate. But unfortunately, everything waits for the new exchange rate until we got that security stability. But I think that after Trump talks with the supreme leader of Iran, wow, then the title of your UB2B can have some reality. Peace? Really? That's what we need. Peace to give us security and stability in Iraq against Iran so that they can raise the value of their currency, so that the citizens can have purchasing power and not be afraid to go into the banks of Iraq because they're owned by Iranian terrorists. Poor Shang Doodle. That's a mouthful, huh, sister? I'm sorry, sweetie. Just put, what did she put? PT?
Please listen to the recording.
Please listen to the record. Took me forever to figure out what that meant. I thought I had codes. Final article number 5,304. Exclusive. Oh, exclusive. So this is an interesting article. What you got? The Houthis. Oh, one of the 4-H club members. What's up? The Houthi military commander. Oh, really? What you want, man? Iran has not abandoned us. Yes, they have. Okay. Let me take this seriously. Okay. Exclusive. Right off the press. The Houthi military commander, the little supreme leader, he says, Mom and Dad did not kick us out. No, we still live in the house. Iran. The supreme leaders, he liked me. He liked me very much. He what? You don't like me? Okay. So, yeah. Now the Houthis are saying, are we done? Are we done here? Iran, are we done? What's the blue title for this article? Well, first of all, once again, exclusive. Houthi military commander. Iran has not abandoned us. What's the blue title? You want to bet? Final article number 5,305. Oh, lordy. What's that? The dong gong boom. What is that? Well, I don't know if abandon is the right word. Probably more like hung out to dry. Yeah, they hung them out to dry all right on the news. Final article number 5,305. The budget is awaiting its launch. Its launch. Look at that. The budget is awaiting its launch. We know that. Everything is waiting for the new exchange rate. Don't give me that garbage. Hold on. I have to take one of my. The budget is awaiting its launch. No, N-O, no political obstacles stand in the way. All right, this is coming from an MP. All right, so one of the ministers of parliament is also now saying, we don't want no problems. The budget is awaiting to be launched, yeah. And there's no political, me, Iranian politician, there are no political obstacles that stand in the way, okay? What do I say up on top? Political obstacles are the Iranian politicians. So you're telling me that you're willing now to listen to Trump? Your boss is willing to listen to Trump? Really? Is that what you're saying? Very interesting. Are you saying in this article that there's a possibility for peace that would bring security and stability? Is that what you're saying? Yep. Alrighty, final article number 5,306. State-controlled Iranian newspaper calls for firing bullets into Trump's empty skull. State-controlled Iranian newspaper. Yeah, you know that. The media is owned by Iran inside of Iraq. And this state-controlled Iranian newspaper calls for firing bullets into Trump's empty skull. I thought you wanted to have a meeting with him. Oh, they don't represent you? Oh, okay. Well, all right. Let me ask you something. Supreme Leader, do the Houthis represent you? Oh, no. Oh, you've abandoned them too, huh? Interesting. It's doggy dog. Is that fit to survive? Every man for himself. Is that the theme right now in Iran? Yeah, probably. Okay. Well, state-controlled Iranian newspapers call for firing bullets into Trump's empty skull. What is the blue title? Well, you see, this is the last breath of an extinction. Say it again. But apparently, the Supreme Leader, I don't know these people. What are you talking about, Frank? I don't have any idea about no media saying that. Did I say I wanted to shoot Trump? I said I wanted to talk to Trump. Huh? Get it right, Frank. All righty. Final article number 5,300. Are you enjoying the articles? Do you see how they're evolving? From one step to, wait till we get to the end. It's going to be so much fun. How many people we got? 1,400, that's it? Okay. What's my phone number? Oh. Why are you asking me? Here's your phone number. 419-283-2552. Okay. Final article number 5,307. You have no idea what I just did right there. You have no idea what I just did. Final article number 5,307. After tariff shock, after the tariff shock, Trump may weaponize finances against the allies. With the ink still fresh, with blood on the, no, it doesn't say with blood. With ink still fresh on the U.S. President Donald Trump's latest batch of tariffs, some are already bracing for what may come next in his effort to strong-arm trading partners into doing his bidding. Yeah, okay. So after the shock, after the tariff shock, Trump may weaponize finances against allies. Hey, Iraq, are you an ally of the United States? Yes, we are. Okay. Do you? It seems to me that Trump is weaponizing these these tariffs to go against the fact that you just won't raise the value of your currency. Yeah, I know. Okay. Just double checking, making sure you understand. Sudani, Iraq, cabinet members. All right. Because you then go on and you say in this article, with the ink still fresh, Donald Trump's latest batch of tariffs, well, some of them are bracing for what may come next in his effort to strong arm trading partners into doing this. Now, it goes on and it says, the United States administration, it's not so secret, a plan that they have. You mean Trump's plan? Yeah, it's not so secret now. Okay, this plan is to rebalance trade by weakening the dollar. You mean what he did in Iraq? Yeah, it's a good example, Frank. Good example. Yeah. By weakening the dollar, a way to do that would be to enlist foreign central banks. A way to do that would be to enlist foreign. You mean like the CBI? Yeah, that's a good example, Frank. Continue. In a coordinated effort to revalue their own currency. That's what it says. So Donald Trump's efforts of what he's doing with his tariffs is putting pressure on the economy of many other countries. But specifically when we talk about Iraq, it's putting pressure on them to do something that would be in coordination with the U.S. Treasury, with America, in coordination effort to revalue their own currencies. Is that okay with you, family? KTFA? Do you mind if they do this? I mean, that's what they're doing. Is it okay with you? Let me see. Hello, Tank. Okay. Oh, Michael. Why does Trump have to put pressure on Iran when Sudani has said that he's promising his people purchasing power? Because of that pressure, he can make that promise. If Trump is making that pressure, do you realize that that promise will be true? Look, maybe you're not catching on. And I'm just going to go ahead and just walk right by this. Oh, wait a minute. Yipers, yep, yes. Quantums, I would love coffee. What the? Okay, that's Kathy. Yes, sir. Okie dokie, absolutely. Okay, so you are understanding. Hitting it. Christabella, hitting it. And by the way, if anybody can help us with walking sticks, tomorrow we have to send him his money. And if anybody can help us, we are humbled, we're grateful, and I thank you. Yeah, so what the tariffs are doing is working. And what they're doing around the world is working with the American dollar. But more so, the tariffs are now working in Iraq to bring forth the new exchange rate, in my opinion. Because it tells you right here, flat out, what I just said. The USA administration, they don't. It's not so secret, their plan. I mean, they're admitting it. It's the USA administration's not so secret plan is to rebalance trade by weakening the dollar with, they did that, they closed the auctions. A way to do that would be to enlist foreign central banks. Hey, US Treasury, where are you at on the 9th floor at the CBI? Oh yeah, the whole floor, okay. And in coordinating them with an effort to revalue their own currency. To revalue their own currency. Gotcha, thank you, gotcha. God bless you, thank you so much. Family, what more do you want? Well, let's see. The November paper suggested that the United States of America would use the threat of tariffs and the lure of the U.S. security support to persuade, listen now, to persuade foreign currencies. Do I have your attention? To persuade foreign countries to appreciate their currency against the dollar, among other concessions, like lifting the value. Like lifting the value, I added that part. That was the last part. But ladies and gentlemen, come on. Look at this article. There's a blue, is it blue? No. Look at this article. Come on. What is the blue title for it? As we said last night, Trump is doing this to put pressure on the IQD exchange rate. Now, when I said last night, this was being done Saturday. So this was saying that, as I told you on our last UB2B on Friday, this is what Trump is doing. He's putting pressure on the IQD exchange rate because they're leaving money on the table. This is a wonderful article. This is direct, straight to the point. This is Iraqi at its highest. This is the definition of Iraqi. This is telling the citizens of Iraq exactly what they're about to do. Or better yet, exactly what the U.S. Treasury has done with the CBI with their currency. Final article number 5,308. Thank you, Greg. Thank you for helping Walking Stick. We are in need. Iraq awaits a trade delegation from the United States. Final article number 5,308. Iraq awaits a trade delegation from the United States. These issues will be raised at the meeting. What issues? And when you read about it, you're going to find out that it's all about the Iraqi. Look at here. We're going to talk about digital transformation, about our banking services, about how our government has done all of this with our banks. Come on. Iraq awaits a trade delegation from the United States. These issues will be raised at the meeting. And look at the blue title. What is the blue title? What does it say? In my opinion, Trump may go. Trump may go. And that's why I suggested, in my opinion, Iran, Supreme Leader, maybe I'll go see you face to face. Final article number 5,309. Iranian general. Oh, you got word that Trump wants to come and see your boss? What's up? Iranian general. We do not seek to possess nuclear weapons. What? We do not seek to possess nuclear weapons. Liar, liar, pants on fire. Your beard's on fire. What are you talking about? That's all you want. That's all you ever talk about. No. I am the Iranian general. And I am here to tell you, we do not seek to possess nuclear weapons and there is no objection to indirect negotiations. Who gave you the remote control to change the channel? What are you talking about? What are you talking about, Willis? or what's your name? Iranian. Of course you want nuclear proliferation. That's what you've been crying about. Thank you, Jose Chavez. Thank you. That's all you cry. That's all you guys want. That's the reason why we don't trust. Nobody wants anything to do with you. Nobody trusts you. Iran you're naked. Nobody wants to feed you. Nobody wants to clothe you. Nobody wants to help you. Is that why you're giving in? You don't have any other choice, do you? Yeah. President Trump, you did it again. You brought peace without firing a single bullet. You scared the shit out of them, didn't you? Wow. Okay. Let's play along. Excuse me, what'd you say, Iranian general? We don't seek to possess nuclear weapons. That's good, yeah. And there is no objection to indirect negotiations. Well, that's bad. That's bad, because we're going to have direct negotiations with your boss. You understand that? Well, the chief of staff of the Iranian Armed Forces, Major General Mohammed Hossein Bahrani, announced that the Islamic Republic does not seek to possess nuclear weapons. What are you going to do with all the ones you got 600 feet? He continued, Iran told the Americans that you were the party that broke the promises most in the in the negotiation. So there is no trust in you, Americans. You were on a roll there, okay? And then all of a sudden you frank it up, huh? You gotta you just your pride just won't let you, will it? You still gotta take your pants down and crap all over the place, don't you? You had it going there. You want to meet, you want to talk, you don't want nuclear proliferation, but at the very end you say Iran told the Americans that you were the party that broke the promises most in the negotiations, so there is no trust in you. Oh, there's a blue parentheses. What do I say? What does it say? Iran, be careful how you lie. What is the blue title for this article? KTFA family, the tennis match continues, doesn't it? So I give you these keywords, I give you these examples, I give you a tennis match or whatever, and you can relate to what I'm talking to you about. If you study with me, you know exactly what I'm talking about. So there you go. There's a tennis match. The ball just keeps volleying back and forth, and it's so stupid. It's so stupid. You are blaming America for what you did? You broke away from the nuclear talks, and you started making your nuclear bombs in the ground, and you say that we are the ones that broke the promises? Oh my gosh. You don't even know how to lie well. Be careful how you lie, Iran. Unbelievable. Final article number 5310. Iraq faces economic pressures. Whoa, I wish I would have said that. Iraq faces economic pressures. The United States tariffs. I wish I would have thought of that. The United States tariffs could be in the beginning of upcoming challenges. You think? Of course. Christopher. Oh my! I'm sorry. I shouldn't have looked over, but I saw what you said, Christabel. I had to. He put it out. Yeah, I hate it when my beard catches on fire. It happens a lot, you know. Never. Whew. Okay, so final article number 5310. Iraq faces economic pressures. The U.S. tariffs could be the beginning of upcoming challenges. What is the blue title for this article? Trump's pressures through tariffs pushes Iraq's new exchange rate. Final article number 5311. Tehran warns Iraq and 5 other countries. You will be within our range. Texas Twin, thank you. Anybody that wants to help us with walking stick, I don't have so much pride that I don't ask for help. Thank you. Tehran warns Iraq and 5 other countries. You will be within our range. It's the tennis match. 1 second, we don't want no nuclear proliferation. The next second, hey, we're gonna bomb the crap out of all of you. The next second, we'll have indirect talks. The next volley, we'll have direct talks. The next volley. It's so silly, but it is what it is. It is silly. It is. Tehran warns Iraq and 5 other countries you will be within our range. What is the blue title for this article? The cowardly bullies scream like chihuahuas. Yeah, they say. The officials said that Iran has sent warning to Iraq, Kuwait, the UAE, Qatar, Turkey, and Bahrain, that any support for the U.S. attack on Iran, including the use of U.S. airspace or territory by the U.S. military during the attack, could be considered a hostile act. Well, I know, whatever, Iran, but listen, you won't, why are you threatening them? You don't even you don't have anything that you got some drones that they're a joke. They're the low class of the lowest of the lowest of drones. You went to Kmart, you should have gone to Walmart and got a better price out of it. China makes those drones. You got the garbage of the garbage in drones, and you're threatening other countries that if they help America with airspace, you're going to attack them? You won't be able to attack, buddy. You'll be running for cover. The only thing you're going to attack is your heart. Fran, thank you, Fran Wright. Thank you for helping us with Walking Stick. No, I'm telling you, no, this is not right, Iran. Stop it. The title of our UB2B is Peace with a question mark. I thought you were willing to talk. You just constantly are going back and forth with these articles. I don't know what to believe anymore until I get to the last article. Final article number 5312. I don't care. Ken Paxton? I don't care. 5312. The Iraqi oil ministry completes the project to connect 28,000 tankers to the GPRS system. Ah, that's good, Sudani. Good job, brother. Good job. Because you see, family, the GPR system, let me see if I can find anywhere in here that can read about it. The oil products distribution company, a subsidiary of the Iraqi Ministry of Oil, announced on Sunday that the completion of a project to connect tankers to the GPRS tank tracking system, after including more than 28,000 government and private tankers in this system. This is amazing, family. All the tankers that are carrying oil will be tracked and be able to be well protected. Anybody that gets near them, oh my word, you'll know right away. We'll know right away. He added that the system is linked to a unified data center of monitored tanker traffic tariffs around the clock. This data can be accessed when needed to track the vehicle routes, when to stop, when to go. He noted that the project was implemented in cooperation with the Ministry of whoever. Okay, who else is that? New to Crypto. Thank you, New to Crypto. God bless you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Well, family, let's go to the next article. Final article number 200. We're going to page 266, and we're starting with final article number 5313. Now, our study tonight is really concentrated around these articles. Yes, I have a lot that I can give you from Walking Stick and my teams. Yes, we have a lot from Eddie. But like I told you last week, I was going to put mostly a lot of that stuff in premium in Club 26, and I did. So tonight, I feel the importance to spend as much time as possible in looking at these articles. These articles are screaming Arasa flag. Final article number 5300, and if you have, and you know the definition of a rasa flag, I want this monetary literacy. I don't want it to fail with the Iraqi citizens. I want them to be taught, and I want them to ask questions. And they're also suing. A comprehensive, final article number 5313, a comprehensive reform project for the private banking sector. Well, this is interesting also. Okay. Oh my. Holy. The whole thing is red. Look at that, family. One. There are 3 articles well, 2 articles. There's a bunch of articles and they're all connected. And 90% of this is red and blown up 5 times. Well, this is some important information, isn't it? You know how I do things. Let's see what this is. With the full support of the government and in cooperation with the Oliver Wyman Consuling Group, the Central Bank of Iraq today unveiled reform plans. This is a Rassafrak. Unveiled reform plans aimed at what? At modernizing the Iraqi private banking sector. Oh, Dios mío. Look at, there's a blue parentheses there. What does it say? And 1310 is not a reform. It's it's a retarded state. You're making an announcement to the Iraqi citizens, CBI, that you have a reform plan that is aiming to put your Iraqi banks into the modern world, into the banking sector, into building a robust and modern and resilient banking structure that drives economic growth, not at 13, enhances financial inclusion, not at 13, and generates activities and sustainable returns for shareholders? No, there's no return at 1310. This is good. Because you're spilling the beans, aren't you, Jack? First, what do you mean first? Well, there's four of them. Oh, well, let's look at all four of them. Okay, what do you got? First, the Central Bank of Iraq is telling the Iraqi citizens that strengthening and deepening financial inclusion more broadly in Iraq. Well, you never did at a program rate. What's there to strengthen with that, Frank? X Factor, from my heart to yours, humble. Thank you, sir. Or ma'am. Is it a lady? No, it's a guy. It may be a lady. Thank you, friend. Thank you. So the first one is telling you it's strengthening and deepening the financial inclusion more broadly in Iraq. What's the second one? Well, we have raising the efficiency and the productivity of the private banking sector. Nobody wants to go into your Iraqi banks. No Iraqis trust Iraqi banks because they steal their money. Eddie never took his money from the market to the bank. Never. He went to the bank to get change, but he never deposited his money in there. It was safer digging a hole next to the outhouse and putting it out there in the backyard. No, you can't trust Iraqi banks. You're telling me that now you have, strengthening and deepening the financial inclusion more broadly in Iraq. Yeah. And raising the efficiency and productivity of the private banking sector. Yeah, I wish. Third, creating a fair and healthy competitive environment in the market. No, so all of this is now real inside of Iraq, in your banking systems, Sudani, Iraq? Yes, this is the Arasa flag we're teaching the citizens about. They can trust their banks. Creating a fair and healthy competitive environment in the market while enhancing the sector's resilience and ability to withstand risks. This project will contribute to enhancing the protection of depositors and creditors. Well, that's good. Along with financial education campaigns. Hey, Aki. Somebody call Aki. This is his stuff. Wow. These four Arasafrak steps, monetary reform, education, that the CBI is giving to the citizens. They just told them, hey, dude, it was for the whole idea of, you saw the article that was about 5 articles ago. It was for the purpose of raising the currency rate, value, it said, right? And this one says, along with, we're doing all of this, to improve our banks and have a good relationship with our citizens. But along with financial education campaign. Oh, there's more. To restore confidence in dealing with banks. The only confidence that you're going to be able to restore is with a new exchange rate. Oh, the base of the financial inclusion will also be expanded by establishing and effectively implementing legal and regulatory frameworks. Well, that would be international stuff. To enhance access to services, good for the citizens, improve payment system, good for the citizens, It will be modernized to facilitate efficient and reliable transactions for both companies and individuals, good for the citizens of Iraq. The financial infrastructure will also be expanded. The financial infrastructure? You need a new exchange rate, dude. will also be expanded, including an increased network of branches and ATM machines. Compliance procedures for combating money laundering and terrorist financing will also be simplified. That's the education. Will also be simplified and accessed through digital identity systems. And there's so much more to read. Family, look at the blue parentheses just for what we've read so far. This is beautiful monetary reform education. This reform process, let me add to it, this monetary reform process. The reform process will be a multi-stage journey, you think? During this process, private banks will be assessed for compliance with the required standards at various stages of the reform process. It's done. You're Article 8. You're international. You don't have any handcuffs. What do they call?
Zip ties.
Uh,
Zip ties?
zip ties?
Did you say handcuffs? Zip ties. What?
No, no more
Shackles?
punish. Yeah, no more sanctions. You ain't got no more sanctions, man.
I tried.
Yeah, good job, babe. Good job. Oh my goodness, this is amazing. During this process, private banks will be assessed for compliance with the required standards at various stages of the reform process. Wow. The first assessment cycle is expected to begin in the first quarter of 2026. What? Family, we got to read this again. Now pay close attention. The monetary reform process. The monetary reform process will be a multi-stage journey. Okay, we've suffered through that, haven't we? During this, the RV, the RI, the second set of books, during this process, these private banks will be assessed. Ernst & Young. You already did all that. All the auditing will be assessed for compliance with required standards, international standards, internal standards also, their own country laws, standards at various stages of the reform process. It is done. And the first assessment cycle is expected to begin in the first quarter of 2026. Now, I know what you're saying. Oh, we gotta wait until the beginning of next year. What is the blue title? Or excuse me, what do you see the blue parentheses? What does the blue parentheses say? It didn't take long. 2026? What does it say? See, that's why you need to be in my form. That's why you need to read with me. You wouldn't be saying 2026. No, sweetheart, it's not 2020. Hold on, this thing is we've been shut down, and it looks like I'm back on. Now, this is what I want to say to you to help you with this article, because this is the first time you probably see it. If you had seen this earlier, you would have gone crazy. But thank God, maybe you didn't see it, and you waited for me to tell you about it. Ladies and gentlemen, the first assessment cycle is expected to begin in the first quarter of 2026. The blue parenthesis says, implementation is in 2025. A year later, they assess it to see if it was successful with the citizens. Do you understand that, family? Well, wait a minute, Frank. What are you talking about? Well, let's read the rest of the article. That's why you should be a member of my forum and read right along with me. After they make that statement, they tell the citizens, now, we've told you those 4 things that we've done, okay? Now the next step. Oh, number 5? You can say that, but we're saying, now citizens of Iraq. The next step? Oh, let's see here. The next steps. Oh, steps. Over the coming months, the Central Bank of Iraq will share detailed criteria and timelines with the private banking sector through official circulars. Now Eddie can send them to me. Yeah, now he can send them to me. Oh my God. What did we say? What did we say? Huh? I can't say it, can I? Oh man, I should have never made that promise. I Te dije. I can say it in Spanish. Over the coming months, the Central Bank of Iraq will share detailed criteria and timelines with the private banking sector through official circulars. Official? This one you can look at. This is official. Look at that. Through official circulars for implementing the reform process. For implementing the reform process. Do you think that the reform process is to put it is to bring it or to leave it or to take it to 1310? It will also listen, there's más. There's more. It will also activate support channels and hold technical assistant workshops. Yeah. To ensure readiness before the assessment process begins. Monetary reform education before the assessment process begins. Look, you can read it. All licensed private bank. Oh, no wonder they've been officially licensed and they got rid of all those other ones. All licensed private banks will be asked. Okay, let's do this. Ring a ding ding. Ring a ding. Hello, this is an official Iraqi bank. Who this? This is CBI. CBI, Alak, what's up, buddy? What's up? All licensed private banks will be asked to formally confirm their participation in this reform process, in this monetary reform process. The Central Bank of Iraq is fully committed to achieving this transformation by working closely with all of its stakeholders to pave the way for a strong and inclusive financial system. You got that, Banks of Iraq? Yes, we do. Okay. Wow. Okay. Yeah. Okay. And then there's another article here. This is the third one. The central bank announces reform plans. Well, monetary reform. I mean, it's central bank. The central bank. It's not like it's reforms for their camel rodeo or something. No, the central bank announces monetary reform plans aimed at modernizing the Iraqi banking sector. Oh my word. Oh my goodness. This whole chunk, this whole structure of these, this is actually just one. Yeah, it's just one article. Let's go back and see what is the blue title for this article. As we prepared, you KTFA family, Arasa Black. Make sure you thank God tonight. I don't even want to leave this article because it's making the announcement, in my opinion. I mean, no, it is. I mean, what did it just say? Look, let me go back again because I don't want to leave it. Remember when I said in blue parentheses, the first assessment cycle is expected to begin in the first quarter of 2026. And I know you pinched underwear and you said 2026. But then when you read the rest and it said, and these official circulars are for implementing the reform process and before the assessment process begins, because, well, you got to let the year go by for it. And that's why I wrote, implementation is in 2025. A year later, they assess it to see if it was successful with the citizens. That's what this article is trying to tell everybody. Golly. Peggy Golden, do we realize how hard Frank and Tink and Claire and teams work? Yeah, we do. I'm tired. Thank you for those that are helping us with Walking Stick. It's a commitment. He'd be dead. You see, God brought Walking Stick to me, and then I brought him to you. And he's helped you so much. But in that process, you have kept him alive. He has no money to pay for this immune therapy. Final article number 5,000. I had somebody say to me, well, he's a veteran. Can he have, veteran take care of him? The VA takes care of you. They take care of their own. They do a good job. No, indeed. But they take care of you while you're in the service. If you remember, old timers, was not Walking Stick the one that put all the articles for us day after day, year after year? Then all of a sudden, he stopped. It was many, many, many years after he retired from the military that he got cancer, and the VA doesn't cover it. So I told him many years ago, you will not die without some help. Thank you, Dwayne. God bless you, Dwayne. You will not die from a lack of medicine. I give you my word of honor. I will raise the money for you every month. At first he thought, no, that's not possible. But he didn't know the generosity of your hearts. Thank you. You have kept him alive. And he knows it. I don't think he minds if I told you that you have humbled him so much that he goes out of his way to do things for people. He's not trying to pay any debt. I think he's trying to tell God, thank you. Where he lives, he's surrounded by a lot of old people. These old people are mainly veterans. So he told me what he does. He'll go from one to the other until his body can't do it anymore. Just to make sure that they're okay. Final article number 5,314, Strike Force. America moves new aircraft carrier towards Iran. What is the blue title for this article? Pray for peace. Our president has no choice but to surround the enemy with what they fear. Final article number 5,315. The Central Bank of Iraq sets regulations for international use of bank cards. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm not going to read this. You are. But I will tell you what the blue title says. Another circular, another example of what we told you. Another FRANK. The Central Bank of Iraq sets regulations for international use of bank cards. These issuance of the new circular containing regulations, these flyers that they're passing out, all of this is monetary reform education on how they're to use the banks, to use these cards at their banks for credits, for debits, for repay outside of Iraq. Outside of Iraq. One more time, outside of Iraq. This circular aims to straighten oversight of the international transactions and ensure the safety of future growths in the international settlement payments. This is amazing. It's beyond the SWIFT system. Iraqi citizens can send money in and out of their country, boom, just like that? No, 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 no. You don't move 1310 at that speed. No. It's pointless, it's useless, it's wasteless. This is another fantastic example of what is happening. This is a rasa flat at its highest. And it is my, not job, it's not my duty, it is my desire to explain it to you. I can't believe the whole week has gone by and no other guru has talked to you about this. Oh, I saw one that said, Arasafrak. Yeah, well, we'll talk about it. Because that's what's going on. That's what we told you was going to happen. Find article number 5316. Alak. What's up, buddy? The digital currencies will contribute to reshaping the traditional banking system. You think? You want to go cashless? You're already converting your currency that you've got the lower notes with the new exchange rate into digital. You're going to introduce the lower notes, you're going to introduce the coins, but you're also going to introduce digitalization, aren't you? Surprise, surprise. The Central Bank of Iraq Governor Alak confirmed on Monday that digital currencies will contribute, no kidding, to reshaping the traditional banking system of Iraq. No kidding. In a speech at the Iraqi Banking Sector Reform Conference, Alak said the central bank aims to achieve a developed economy, stressing that investments in research and development in the field of artificial intelligence must be increased. He added that digital currencies could reshape the traditional banking system, noting that the central bank has announced its readiness to implement a plan to reform the banking sector. Bada bing, bada frickin' boom. Brian, thank you, Brian. Wow, we're getting close. We're getting close. Thank you, Brian. Look at that. This is a lock. This is a law telling the citizens of Iraq, hey, the CBI, we are announcing that we are ready to implement a new monetary reform plan system for our banking sector. You can trust us. You can believe in us. And yes, everything that Sudani told you, it's true. Everything that Chalet told you, it's true. Everything I told you, don't pay attention to the rumors, didn't I? It's true. We're going to give you purchasing power. But you know darn well what's going on. Find article number 5317, Parliamentary Finance Committee, spit. Launching the banking reform plan is the beginning of the economic reform. This is as comical as the one where the guy from the supreme leader general, we don't have any plans. We don't want any nuclear bombs. What are you talking about? We don't know any of that. You lying piece of. Okay, Parliamentary Finance Committee. You want okay? I mean, the rock doesn't fall very far from the mountain, does it? So, Parliament Finance. You want to do the same thing? Mm-hmm. Okay. What do you want? Launching the banking reform plan is the beginning of economic reform. What's the blue title for this article? The Comedy Club, ladies and gentlemen, introducing the Comedy Club of Iraq. These people open their mouths to say the dumbest things. Yep, no kidding. And you were the one that was against it. And now you're saying that this is going to happen. And thank God without you. Find article number 5318. Oh, here we go. Here we go. Put your seatbelts on. Launching a private banking reform plan in partnership with Iraqi and international institutions. What is the blue title for this article? International standards, ladies and gentlemen. International standards have nothing to do with a program rate. International standards have nothing to do with a program rate. The governor of the Central Bank of Iraq, Alak, announced the launch of a comprehensive plan to reform private banks in partnership with the local and international institutions. He emphasized that the next phase, will witness a quantitative shift in the nature of banking services. Well, 1310 to 1 would be an amazing quantitative shift. Based on innovation and digital transformation. Based on innovation, that's a good word. Based on the monetary reform success and the in other words, what you're going to be doing with your currency. You're not going to keep it solid. You're not going to keep it fiat. You're not going to keep it gold and silver. You're going to convert it into digitalization. Yeah, that's what the Revelation teaches. That's what's going to happen. And the whole world is going to follow suit. And the reason why is because you're afraid of Iran. Digitalization, it's impossible to steal it. He added, the world is witnessing a broad transformation in the financial structure, you think? And the banking system, which requires traditional banks to keep pace with its radical changes by offering innovative services that meet customers' aspiration amidst the tremendous technological acceleration. God, what a bunch of words. Look, basically, blue title, what does it say? Or blue parentheses. Yeah, okay, this is all wonderful. Big fancy words, but it all demands a new exchange rate with respect and value. Okay? Again, the world is witnessing a broad transformation in financial structures. Yes, it is. Especially in your country, in the banking system. Yes, it is. Which requires traditional banks to keep pace with the radical changes by offering. Yeah, and that's what you've done. Your banks are now modern. I mean, we're talking black supercomputers, dude. We're talking about quantum banking. I believe you're the only ones that have it. For 1310. And that's why I say, and all of this that you're talking about, demands a new exchange rate with respect and value. Continuing, the central bank governor indicated that the digital currencies will play a vital role, you think, in accelerating payments and money transfer. No. In protecting your currency. Yeah, of course it's going to work fast digitally. That's what it's for. It's electronic. But the truth of the matter is you're doing this because you were told to do this. The ninth floor. The central bank governor indicated that the digital currency will play a vital role in accelerating payments and money transfer transactions, requiring banks to develop their digital infrastructure. Oh, that's cute how they sneak that in. He also noted that central bank digital currencies, there it goes again, which is known as CBDCs, could reshape the global banking landscape. Oh, look, there's a blue parenthesis. Let's see what it says. Are you serious? You think you can reshape the financial landscape at 1310? Are you serious? Oh, this is a Rasa flag. It's monetary reform education to the citizens, explaining everything, right? Okay. Was there anything more you wanted to say? Adding that successful banks of the future will be those that embrace digital transformation tools and integrate artificial intelligence into their daily operations. You're the only banks that I know of that has this ability right now. Not even the United States has it. Well, yeah. You see, we're testing it with you first. Everything that I'm saying to you is just strictly in my opinion, okay? Seriously, okay? Everything I say to you is just strictly in my opinion. I have no idea what I'm saying. How they doing, Tink?
Good.
I called it QFS. No, QFS is garbage. It's mathematically impossible. A mini Q, I could support a mini QFS. but not all of the quantitative financial restructuring. No, mathematically it's impossible. You would collapse the banking system, the structure, if every currency in the world flipped it, switched all at once. How are the weak currencies going to survive? No. Final article number 5,319. The governor of the Central Bank of Iraq announces the launch of a plan to reform the private banking sector. Allah, you announced to the citizens in this Arasafak, you've announced to them that there's a launch of a plan, a monetary reform plan. That's what it says, plan to reform, monetary reform plan, the private banking sector. No, you son of a gun. What'd you tell the people? What'd you tell? Oh my word, did you talk or what? Let's see what you had to say. In the presence of Mohammed Saleh, excuse me, in the presence of Sudani. Oh, you had the big guy there, huh? In the presence of Sudani, the chairman of the Parliamentary Finance Committee, Atawan Atawi, and in front of the cabinet advisors and in front of the representatives of the private banks, the governor of the Central Bank of Iraq, Alak, announced, well, he told everybody, didn't he? Announced the launch of a private banking sector reform plan, which will enhance the status of this important sector. Do you understand? They're going to change the rate, which will. He announced the launch of the private banking reform sector plan, monetary reform plan, which will enhance the status of this important sector. Enhance the status. Just use plain English. It's like reading the Bible. You know, where art thou, O thee? Where art? No, that's Shakespeare. Never mind. During his speech at the plan launch conference, His Excellency the Governor said, "You know something, man? For nearly a year, the Central Bank of Iraq has been working in cooperation with Oliver Wyman and supporting entities to launch a comprehensive reform project." Yeah, I'm serious, Iraqi citizens. We've been working on this for a whole year. It should have been done at the beginning of the year, but we missed the mark. I'm sorry, okay? Deborah Martinez even got mad at us, but she forgave us. Thank you, Deborah Martinez. God bless you. But listen, Iraqi citizens, okay? I am the governor of the Central Bank of Iraq, okay? It's me. I'm the guy that turns off the lights when we close the CBI. I'm the figurehead, okay? I'm the bump in the middle of the board of directors, okay? And I'm telling you, man, because I have to tell you, I'm the yes man. Whatever they tell me to say, I say yes, man. Yes, man. So I'm here to tell you, Iraqi citizens, that for nearly a year, this has been going down, okay? And we've been working with all of these banks around the world in line with international standards and technological developments, thus enhancing the development of the Iraqi banking sector. Look, there's a blue title or blue parentheses. What does it say? Yeah, and Eddie knows this has nothing to do with 1310. You see, the language, the verbiage that is being used, it's getting easier to read. It's becoming more definable. It's making pennies. What? It's making sense. It's making more sense. Is there more to what Allah said? There is. Well, read it. Okay. His Excellency, the Governor, explained that, listen, Iraqi, okay, listen. I want to explain that this plan, this monetary reform plan, okay, simply glow. Thank you. God bless you. Woohoo. Thank you. Look here, Iraqi citizens. Allah, that's me. I want to tell you that the banking sector reform, the monetary reform plan, focused on three important objectives. Would you like to know what they are? Okay, here they are. Number one, we wanted to the whole thing was for enhancing and deepening financial inclusion in Iraq. What does that mean, Alak? Oh, okay. Enhancing means to allow. Maybe. Okay. To enhance him, to help him, to encourage him, to move him, to put him in that position that he needs to be, to enhance. All righty. And also deepening financial inclusion. What does that mean? Deepening, that means a lot. It means your name? No, not a lot. It means a lot. A lot of what? Deepening financial. A lot of money. Yeah, we're going to raise the value of our currency. So, number one, it was to the enhancing and deepening of the financial inclusion in Iraq. Yeah. Number two, raising the efficiency and productivity of the private banking sector. You can trust our banks now. No, honest, you can. You come on in. Yeah, we'll give you free coffee. We'll give you cookies. Don't tell Frank though. Okay. And number three, creating a fair and healthy competitive environment in the market while enhancing the sector's reliance and ability to withstand the risks. You mean like when countries and companies come in from overseas into your country, you want to make sure that the risk is limited with them, right? And their risk is also limited. You've improved that situation, right? They can trust your banks. Yes. Well, that's good. That's good. Oh, look, there's a blue parenthesis. What does it say? A Rasa flag. Yeah, a Rasa flag. Teaching that 1310 is not the CBI's plan. Do you agree with me, family? I hope you do. I hope you do. Look at those pictures. God, 1, 2, 3, beautiful pictures. They have a particular strength in the financial service sector. Yeah, they do. I'm sure they do. Final article number 5,320. Al Sudani announces a 128 increase in customs revenues and a 22% increase in tax revenues. Iraqi Prime Minister Sudani announced on Monday that custom revenues increased by 128%, and tax revenues by 22% higher than the previous year. He also expressed the government's readiness to support all local and international entities, institutions, companies to develop the banking sector and achieve financial stability. Wait. You just can't throw that in at the end, Sudani. Or a lot. Or what's your name? Sudani. What'd you say? The Prime Minister. No, don't start with the... Get to the point. Well, I also expressed that all these people, the locals, the citizens, the international entities, the institutions, companies that develop banking sectors and achieve, all of them will be able to achieve financial stability. Oh, look, there's a blue parenthesis. What does it say? Ooh. Magic words from Sudani to Eddie's ears. The Central Bank of Iraq announced the monetary reform plans, on Monday. Oh, you did? You announced the monetary reform plans to the Iraqi citizens on Monday? Yesterday? Where was I? Oh, I was watching, wasn't I? The Central Bank of Iraq announced the monetary reform plans on Monday amid a modernizing the private sector banking sector. Oh, you modernized the Iraqi private banking sector? That's good. And building a robust and modern and resilient banking sector that will drive economic growth. Oh, really? Yeah? So what you did in your banks is going to drive economic growth and enhance financial inclusion? Enhance financial inclusion. Purchasing power. Okay. Good. Family, what do I say? Oh, yeah, okay, I do. There's a blue parenthesis. Let's read it. It's the longest blue parenthesis I ever gave you. KTFA family, Iraqi banks are transforming into international and digital standards to catch up with the rest of the world. And trust me, in my opinion, 1310 has nothing to do with this. It's that simple. Final article number 5,321. Oh boy, give me that seatbelt again. Here we go. I told you it was going to be fun today. And what's crazy is that I have so much, I have a bank story. I have, 1, 2, 3, 4 pages of notes from Walking Stick. I don't know how much we're going to get to accomplish tonight. Final article number 5,321. Al-Sudani announces the issuance of decisions to restructure government banks. Well, obviously, this is the right article to give you next based on what you just saw from the other articles, okay? Yeah, so the banks, the FRANK, the banking reform is announced yesterday. Oh, all of this is fantastic. And Al-Sudani announces the issuance of decisions to restructure government banks. Okay. Go ahead. Go ahead and talk to us, Sudani. You already talked to us in the other article. What's up? Prime Minister Sudani affirmed that the government's readiness to support all local and international entities, institutions, and companies to develop the banking sector. Oh, so in other words, you want all these companies, all these countries to come in, and when they bring in their money, it's going to be put into your banking structure, which is going to develop. Yeah, that makes sense. Yeah, I agree. Okay, I agree. What else you got to say? Sudani also told the media office, stated in a statement by Estisad News, that Al-Sudani's responded that the Iraqi Banking Sector Reform Conference appreciating all the efforts that contributed to holding this conference, including the vision and the ideas for developing the Iraqi banking sector and presenting ideas for achieving sustainable developments, strengthening the Iraqi economy, standings, and its regional international role. According to the statements, the Prime Minister praised the ongoing efforts of the Central Bank of Iraq and the task force from international and local consulting firms to strengthen and develop the Iraqi financial and banking sector. Oh, look, there's a blue title. What does it say? Blue parentheses. Excuse me, Sudani. Is this an announcement? The Prime Minister continued, banking reforms constitute, banking reform, the monetary reform, sir? Yeah, just keep reading, Frank. Okay. Sudani said that the banking reforms constitute an important pillar of the economic reform adopted by the government's program. How many billions of times have I said that? The only reason why they have economic success is because of the monetary reform success that is done. And there it is. The government, in cooperation with the Central Bank of Iraq, has embarked on a comprehensive initiative that includes a comprehensive strategy banking reform process. And you think that 1310 is a wonderful, comprehensive strategic banking reform process, family? No! He explained that the comprehensive reform, listen! There has been a reform in the banking structure of Iraq. And the FRANK is teaching it. He explained that the comprehensive reform aimed to keep pace with international developments and contribute to opening up partnerships and prospects for communication with the outside world in modern banking and financial transactions. Okay, get to the point. What do you want? Well, Frank, we are ready. Based on all of that I just said, we are ready to support all local and international entities, institutions, and companies to develop the banking sector, enhance economic growth, and achieve financial stability. You want a standing ovation or what? No, but that's what you wanted to hear, wasn't it? It sure is. In fact, look, a blue parentheses. Let's see what it says. Arasafrak teaches Iraqi citizens that 1310 is not financial stability. I know. He added that we have achieved tangible results and successes. You have achieved tangible results and successes? Well, give it up, sucker. Show us the new exchange rate. Show us the purchasing power. Let them go in and see those boards now. He added that we have achieved tangible results and success that have been reflected in the development of the banking sector through the expansion of the projects in this field. So much word caca salad. That's cacamala salad. Oh my goodness. Oh, I gotta drink some water. Think you put the cacamala salad. You put a salad for me. Quintero is saying cacamala ensalada. Oh, that is so good. I like that one. Whew. All righty. Final article number 5,322. Israel is fortified with U.S.-made Tahad missiles in anticipation of a surprise Iranian attack. What do I say on this article, family? What's the blue title? KTFA family, pray for peace. You have no idea the power of your United States of America. You have no idea. But I believe that Iran has a very good idea. Do you remember when Trump, when he was president, and the guy across him, he's like, no, I'll think about it. And Trump's like, don't you dare attack that area. And Trump says, okay, well, here, this is for you. And he gives it to his aide, and the aide gives it to him. And the guy's like, why are you showing me a picture of my house? And Trump's like, we know where you live. Final article number 5,323. Iran's first respond to Trump's statement. Iranian officials said on Tuesday, that would be today. Ooh, let's see what's up. Iranian officials on Tuesday said that their country's understanding of negotiations with the United States differs. It differs from what U.S. Trump described at the White House. No. Following his meeting with Netanyahu. Officials told the New York Times that representatives from Tehran and Washington plan to meet in Oman on Saturday. I told you it would be Saturday. For indirect talks on Iran's nuclear program. The newspaper quoted Iranian officials as saying that Tehran would be open to direct talks. We just said indirect. No, we didn't say that. We didn't say the newspaper quoted Iranian officials as saying that Tehran would be open to direct talks with the United States. Here we go again. There's that big but of yours. But what? If the indirect negotiations go well, also you are going to have, okay, so first you want to have indirect negotiations with a third party, and then if that goes well, then you're going to have direct negotiations with Trump. Is that right? Yeah. You better quit wasting time. Quit wasting time. What else you want to say? Iran had rejected Trump's demands to negotiate directly over its nuclear program or face bombardment. Boom, 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 boom. But initially, he left the door open to indirect talks. Quote, we are having direct talks with Iran, and they have started. They will continue on Saturday. We got a very important meeting, and we'll see what happens. Yeah, Trump threatened that Iran would be in great danger if the nuclear negotiations fail. What's the blue title for this article? Iran, don't miss this opportunity. You can huff and puff all you want. You can tear your clothing apart and put ashes all over your body, all you want. You can be scandalous and say that we are the ones that walked away from the negotiations when you know damn well you did. The world knows it. You can do whatever you want, but if you mess this up with Trump, that's on you. Because nobody wants to help you. This is the picture that you drew for your wall. Not a single, not even China. Nobody wants to help you. Don't miss this opportunity, Iran, Supreme Leader, whoever else is in charge over there. Final article number 5,324, because what is the title of our UB2B? It's peace. That's what we seek, peace. Final article number 5,324, Axis cracks. Okay, now this is interesting. Somebody tell me, what is Axis cracks? Anybody know? While I take a drink of water. What is Axis cracks? Somebody tell me. I'm sure we have one person that's a good student in here. What's Axis cracks? Oh, wait a minute. You're reading it. You're cheating. You can't do that. You have to answer right now. That's right, AF. Not even Russia. AF, there are 5 communist countries, right? Let's name them. China, you want to help Iran? No! Cuba, you want to help Iran? Nope. Russia, you want to help Iran? Nope. Laos, you want to help Iran? Nope. Vietnam, you want to help Iran? Nope. Okay, that takes care of that. What did I ask him? I forgot. Oh yeah. Okay, go, Donnie. No, somebody else. Under Frank's avatar, please. Oh, that's something else. No idea, says Bud. North Korea, no. The axis of Iranian. I would expect that Jeff would have known because he's a good student. Timothy also knew. Look at that. AF. It's not my problem. Ain't that the truth? Ain't that the truth, AF? It's not going to be our problem. Carla, it is a system that helps recover data. What? What is Axis crack? No, sweetie. No, it's Iranian. I don't want to say military. It's Iranian militia. Here, let's see what it has to say because it is important for us. It is important. It's related to our title. Axis cracks. Iran-backed militia in Iraq considers disarmament. Oh my goodness. Okay, wait a minute. The Iranian terrorists that are inside of Iraq are willing to dismantle their organization and go back home to Iran? Really? Iranian-backed militia in Iraq considers disarmament. Ladies and gentlemen, these are the 2 months where Iraq is teaching the Iraqi citizens what we just saw, and it was exciting. But now you also have the reason why we don't have a new exchange rate, willing to talk to Trump, and also inside of Iraq, the parasite that is inside of Iraq, whether it be in Parliament, whether it be in the media, whether it be in the banking system of Iraq, wherever these Iranian militia parasites are at, they're willing to give it up. Now, I know why. I don't want to spend time talking about it, but they're willing to give it up. Let's see what's going on. So these militants in Iraq from Iran consider disarmament in what could mark a major turning point in Iraq's security landscape. Oh, security stability? In Iraq's security landscape, several powerful Iranian-backed militia groups are reportedly prepared to disarm for the first time in an effort to prevent open conflict with the United States under President Donald Trump. Wow. What was that? Mute my side, please. That sounded weird. Oh, I see what it is. I see. Sorry. Okay. This is wow. You talk about the perfect storm, because it is a storm, but it's perfect what it's bringing. Wow. You talk about Doge. It's painful, but look what it's bringing. Wow. Next year, we may not have to pay taxes. Let me see the Democrats complain then. Wow. The militia is considering to leave Iraq because they're scared of Trump. Well, they're gone. And so is Iran. And so are their militia. And so is the reason why we don't have the new exchange rate, is my point on this UB2B for tonight. I believe we are walking into peace. The blue title for this article is "The Monetary Reform of Iraq Screams Security and Stability." Find article number 5325, Parliamentary Finance Committee spit. Rebuilding confidence in the banking system requires developing the infrastructure and enhancing its cybersecurity. Okay, thank you, Parliamentary Finance. I find that interesting because you know what? That's true. You guys lie for a living. What are you doing telling the truth? That's true. What else you say? The Parliamentary Finance Committee stressed that the launch of the banking sector, the monetary reform, right? But the launch of the banking sector development project represents a starting point for a comprehensive reform. Would you say? For a comprehensive reform. Go on. Be careful. Choose your words carefully. For a comprehensive reform of the financial and monetary system. Parliament? What? Did you just admit that the monetary reform, the banking system, the whole banking sector development project represents a comprehensive reform of the financial and of the monetary system of your country? Yeah. And, well, and it paves the way for achieving sustainable development and the desired economic reform. Blue parentheses, what does it say? Yeah, because the economic reform success only comes because of the success of the monetary reform. You're using my words, parliamentary. Well, keep reading our words, Frank. During his participation in the Banking Sector Development Conference, which kicked off today on Monday in the capital of Baghdad in cooperation with Oliver Wyman Committee Chairman Antawat, pointed out that the Parliament, and he's the financial advisor, he points out that the Parliament's keenness to support the central bank's efforts in promoting the concept of sustainable financing. What's it say in parentheses, in blue parentheses? Not at 1310, or they would be complaining. Encouraging government and private banks to finance economic activities and development projects and diversifying sources of income, which contributes to reducing the financial deficit in the public budget. He added that the banking sector is not just a financial tool, but rather the main pillar for moving the national economy and combating corruption. Oh, it must hurt you to say these things, doesn't it, Parliament? What else you got to say? Well, furthermore, the reform process, this whole monetary reform process, requires establishing genuine partnership with international banks and institutions. They did. And also regulating foreign transfers to ensure compliance with international standards. Digitalization, we got it. Okay. He also called for formulating a clear understanding with the World Bank and the U.S. Treasury, establishing the principles that the Central Bank of Iraq is the body authorized to evaluate banks' performances, ensures their compliance, and punishes violators to avoid any sudden decisions that negatively impact the banking sector. Why are you guys talking about yourselves? Oh, good point, Frank. Keep reading. He emphasized that the need for a comprehensive reform revolution, starting with the banking sector, stressing that this requires a genuine political will, institutional cooperation, and a strategic vision that goes beyond temporary solutions. You listening, Parliament? He also called for a collective responsibility for reforming the banking sector, considering it a national priority that affects national security and financial stability, directly impacts the citizens' livelihood, achieves social justice, and ensures the future of coming generations. Wow. Yeah, I'm glad that, the financial stability, It directly impacts the livelihood of Iraqi citizens, It achieves social justice because 1310 is social injustice, And it ensures the future of the coming generations. I was talking to you about generations last time we were together. Every 20 years. Are we almost done? Good. Oh, we're not almost done. I better hurry this up. Final article number 5,326. J.P. Morgan announces its readiness to finance investment projects in Iraq. What is the blue title? Mr. Diamond, excuse me, sir. Mr. Diamond, hey, turn around. Turn around, look at me. I got a question for you. What do you want, Frank? Mr. Diamond, are your banks a scam? Just asking. Not preaching. So the J.P. Morgan delegation expressed its willingness to increase cooperation in Iraq by expanding the number of correspondent accounts opened in Iraqi banks. What do I say in blue parentheses? J.P. Morgan had no choice but to protect itself in order to do this. In order to do this, Hey, Iraq. Hey, Sudani. Let me in. Let me in, man. I can make a killing in here. Well, you better keep your mouth shut. We will. We will. Hey, Giant, JP, or hey, Wells Fargo. I'd like to know about the Iraqi. It's a scam. How'd we do, Iraq? Huh? You like that? Is that good? How'd we do, U.S. Treasury? Is that good? Okay, that's good. In the meantime, Joe Nichols, Senior, thank you. God bless you. Thank you so much. J.P. Morgan had no choice but to protect itself. In order to do this, find article number 5003, but you could have been more polite about it. You could have just said no comment, but I will admit no comment would have been a big comment. You were catch 22, dude. You were catch 22. That's just all there is to it. Find article number 5327. Al Sudani discusses with JP Morgan mechanisms to secure financial transfers and their access to European and to America. What is the blue title for this article? The international banking world takes the hand of Iraq. Al Sudani discusses with JP Morgan mechanisms to secure financial transfers into Europe and Iraq. This is wonderful. This is wonderful because the Central Bank of Iraq needs this in order to go internationally. Al-Sudani stressed the importance of expanding partnerships between Iraqi banks and JP Morgan, noting that the government's readiness to provide all forms of support to strengthen their relationship. For its part, JP Morgan delegation expressed its willingness to increase cooperation with Iraq by expanding the number of correspondent accounts open for the Iraqi banks and its willingness to find. Oh, wait a minute. It's with Iraq by expanding the number of correspondent accounts open for the Iraqi banks, and it's willing. You gonna make a killing, Jamie? What was the theme in Iraq? Iraqi citizens, bring us your mattress dinars and open a freaking account. Everybody's got one now. Brilliant. It was brilliant. For its part, JP Morgan delegation expressed its willingness to increase cooperation with Iraq by expanding the number of correspondent accounts open for Iraqi banks and its willingness to finance a number of investment projects indirectly or through partner financial institutions. Oh, blue parentheses, what does it say? KTFA family, the reality of the monetary reform is not 1310. Or it would have been a scam. Thank you. Thank you. Final article number 5328. Setting a date for the 2025 budget tables to reach Parliament. Setting a date for the 2025 budget tables to reach Parliament. Let's just get to the point. What's the blue title for this? Stop wasting time with a budget date. Setting a date for the 2025 budget tables to reach Parliament. What do I say? Stop wasting time with a budget date. Just give us the freaking rate. Laughing out loud. And you automatically get the date. Find article number 5329. I'm sorry, give me a second. A large U.S. trade mission arrives in Iraq to sign several agreements. A large U.S. trade mission arrives in Iraq to sign several agreements. What is the blue title for this article? 60 for 1310. 60 for 1310. I don't think so. Do you? Final article number 5330. Zarif on dialogue with America. Iran made the right choice. What? This is a former Iranian prime minister. And he made a statement where he is saying that the supreme leader of Iran made the right choice with America. The blue title for this article says, Iran made the right choice. Thank God. But it should say, so far, Iran has made the right choice. Because as you know, this has been a tennis match. From one side of the court to the next, from the USA to Iran, from Iran to the USA, back and forth, back and forth. Zarif, the former prime minister of Iran, concluded by saying, Iran has made the right choice, and the ball is now in the United States court. Sorry. Did you hear that? Good. Oh my God. It hurts. Hold on. So you heard that, right, family? That's why I give you keywords. Zarif concluded by saying, Iran has made the right choice, and the ball is now in the United States court to participate in this fateful test to build a better future for the region and the world. He added, Iran has chosen the right path. Trump then said, Iran can never have a nuclear weapon, and if the talks don't work, I think it'll be a very bad day for Iran. He emphasized that neither Washington or Israel wanted to be involved in any conflict as long as it could be avoided. The last article, family, is final article number 5,000. Hey, Claire, we've got to shorten the articles. I took the whole night just doing the articles. Final article number 5,331. But you know what, Claire? They're all pretty darn good. We can't shorten it. Final article 5331. Vietnam to buy U.S. defense security products to tackle trade gap. What is the blue title? Like I said, family, we may have to study the Vietnamese dong. Vietnam to buy U.S. defense? Hey, China, how you like them apples? And that's not even Macintosh. Vietnam to buy U.S. defense security products to tackle trade gap. On Monday's statement, Ching said Vietnam would review its issues, such as its monetary policy, exchange rate. Oh, get out of here! No, you didn't. No, no, we did, Frank. You saw what Trump did, didn't you? Yeah, but dude, and then you countered back. But I never thought that you would do the right thing. Well, Frank, what does he say? Play LL Pharaoh, right? right? He wants you to play El Faro he wants us in Vietnam to play fair with your dollar, right? Yeah. Well, okay. Well, I mean, all we got to do is just raise the value of our currency, and we're playing fair, then, aren't we? I mean, you know why we keep it low. Everybody knows why we keep it low. Why does China keep it low? Why does Russia keep it low? Right, yeah. And so we can make back end money. So, oh my word. What's the title of what's the blue title? Hey, like I said, man, we may have to study the Vietnamese long. Okay, wait a minute. In Monday's statement, Ching said from Vietnam, Vietnam would like to review issues such as its monetary policy, its exchange rate, non-tariff barriers. Non-tariff barriers? Well, okay, well then that would be fantastic if you could do that. Non-tariff barriers and ensuring the correct origin of goods in line with the concern aired by Navarro. Yeah, that's not important. Wow. So on Friday, Trump and Vietnam leader To Lam agreed to discuss a deal. Oh, if you're talking to Trump, we got to let's get permission. We gotta study the Vietnamese Dawn. Look, if Trump is already talking to Lam to discuss a deal to remove tariffs, both leaders said after a telephone call that Trump described as very positive, very, very, very. I can't do his voice, but I can do his hands. Very positive. Dang. You're going to look at your monetary reform policy. You're going to look at your exchange rate because it'll be playing fair with the American dollar. You know what? I'm done. I'm done. I'm sorry. We've had a boring call tonight, huh? And we only have 1,800 people. I feel bad I pray to God that everybody will eventually listen and get this information. If they copy and steal it from somewhere else, whatever, because this was good information tonight. Yeah, I'm even going to listen to it again to review it. Oh dear, I tell you what, there's so much more that I can do. Like for example, Walking Sticks report, Eddie's report. What do I do about that? Eddie's report would be when I see you again Friday. Ooh, that'll be a long report. Well, what do you want? A bank story or or Eddie's report? Here, let me do this bank story instead. It's not that long.
How to go about it. Alrighty, I started the recording. What state?
New Mexico.
And what bank?
Chase.
And this is the first time or a follow-up?
This is actually a follow-up.
Got it. Go ahead.
The first time, the gentleman told me in December that it was a scam. So yesterday I called back, spoke to the gentleman that I opened my account with, and he said, well, that wealth manager, I believe his name was Padilla or something like that, I don't remember, but anyways, he said he's here, but I said, I don't want to speak with him. He already told me that it was a scam, and so the gentleman that opened my account said, well, his boss is here, would you like to speak with him? And I said, yes, I would, actually. So he checked on it, he was busy. So he said, Mr. Inman, I'll have him call you back. And he did call me back. And he's from J.P. Morgan. He works in Chase Bank. And he said, Mr. Inman, and I explained everything to him about this guy. And I said, look, he probably thought that I was ignorant about all this, but I've been studying this with the gentleman, and I probably know more than he does. And not to be arrogant, but he said, you know what, Mr. Inman, you're exactly right.
Oh, hold on, I got to put somebody on hold. Hold on.
You mean this is? Oh, forgive me. My wife is telling me I messed up here.
I'll be darned, it's working. Okay, so don't say your name, but first of all, what state are we in?
New Mexico.
New Mexico. And this is actually a follow-up, because I talked to you about this a few weeks ago, didn't I?
You did, sir.
Yeah. And if I remember, it is Chase, correct?
Yes, sir.
And you got to talk to a floor manager. You didn't get to the J.P. Morgan side, correct?
No, I did get to the JP.
You did. You got to the end zone. Way to go. You scored 6 points. Now, the thing is, were you able to kick the extra point so you could get 7 points for the touchdown? In other words, were they nice to you? What'd they say to you?
Yes.
What'd they say to you?
My wife and I went in. The gentleman introduced himself, and he said, "I'm going to go over a few things with you."
Does he know you have dinars?
He does. I
Okay.
mentioned that, although he didn't say anything about any currency whatsoever.
But he didn't sound negative about the dinar, right?
He was not. He was very happy that we were there.
I'll be darned. So then what he probably did was, instead of talking about the dinar, the exchange of the dinar, did he give you what he can do for you?
He did. He
Tell
said,
me.
actually, he told us that he could give us some different options, stocks, bonds, mutual funds, CDs, IRAs. And he said if you go with the stocks, and say, for instance, you invest $100,000, for instance, then you use 55% of that in stocks with the European market, because European market right now is pretty high.
Yeah, it helps to balance it out.
Yeah, and he said the other 45%, he said we would use on insurance bonds.
Oh, not blue chips. Okay, so they're going to go with insurance bonds instead. Alrighty.
Yes, and he said, and that would be a guarantee.
I was just going to say that. I'm sorry. And that would be a guarantee investment. Continue. What else did he say?
Yes, and then he said that when you come into Chase and you deposit your funds, then you will they'll have questions for you, like do you want to put some of your money in CDs and IRAs over there, which is a good thing, because he said we can guarantee up to $500,000, $250,000 for you and $250,000 for your wife on Chase side. But then when you come over to the JP Morgan side, we're going to do the same thing, and we'll be able to guarantee again $250,000 and $250,000 for your wife, depending on what you want to do, whether it be, like I said, stock bonds or IRAs or whatever. But he said, if you're doing okay financially, he said the best thing to do is long-term bonds, IRAs, investments like that. It's going to make you more money.
Indeed.
So he was so excited that we were there. In fact, he said, as soon as this happens, he said, we're going to call you and your wife right away.
Wait a minute. As soon as this happens, he said, those were his words?
Yes.
Okay, but wait a minute, brother. Oh, yeah, you said that you mentioned that you have dinars, but he didn't say the word dinars, did he?
No.
But in the conversation, after you softened him up by talking to him politely, he says, now when this happens, this is what we're going to do for you. Did he? Wow, well played, brother. Well played. Let me ask you this. Did he ever mention that J.P. Morgan has a team that they might want to introduce you to?
He did. In fact, he said, I'm just going to give you some information, but we have a team of people here who want to have X amount of dollars that you want to invest. We're going to sit down with you. We're going to find out where you want to invest it, and then we're going to tell you
your best options. Well, let me send us the voicemail. There you go. Wonderful. So they did tell you about the team. I've been telling our KTFA family that you don't really have to worry about a team. They got one for you. But, in all honesty, I'm not going to let no one take care of my children. I'm not going to let no one take care of my money. I'll get my own team. Now, if you don't have a team, and you say to yourself, I'm not ready, or if you have a panic attack, yeah, go ahead and talk to their team. See what they suggest. Don't commit to anything right away. Don't be so foolish that you take such a big bite out of the sandwich that you choke to death. And don't run to the bank. Walk to it. Take your time. Learn from other people's mistakes. And the CBI, I see here. And it's possible that in this journey, there may be some mid-course corrections along the way. So therefore, you may want to just take your time. Let it unfold. You don't want to be going so fast that you don't even realize that you're going over the speed limit. Speed limit is 55, but here you're going 100 miles an hour. You don't have the ability to see everything that is happening. Slow down. Now, this gentleman, this is great. So he didn't say dinar, but he didn't say that it's a scam. And when you said you had dinars, then the conversation turned into what they could do for you. And then when he was done telling you all they could do for you and the team and everything, he says, now, when this happens,
It happens. The Chase side of the bank will call you right away.
yeah.
And he did say, Frank, he said, if you have an attorney, you are welcome to bring that person.
Yeah. You see, that's the quarterback of your team.
Right.
The attorney, okay? The coach of your team is your wife or God, whichever one you want to put first. This is exciting. Number one, you have a good relationship with this bank. They already know about you. Number two, this is, I believe, the second time that you go to this same bank?
Well, this is actually the third time. The first time was when you told us several months ago to open up an account.
Right, and you did that.
Yeah. And I don't know if you remember, but I called, and then I spoke to a gentleman at this particular bank, and he said, no, it's a scam.
Is that the guy that rolled his eyes at you?
No, this was another guy, because they wanted me to speak to that gentleman. I said,
No. Yeah, I don't want to talk to Rolo, thank you. But later on, that guy kind of looked at you and smiled. Maybe he was educated or informed later on after he met you. Who knows?
That's exactly what it is. The banker side, I said, look, I'm not being arrogant, but I said I know a little bit about the dinar. There's a guy on the UB2B that one taught us well. And so,
did you tell him that I could send people to his bank? Is that what you told me earlier, or something like that? What was it?
I did.
What did you tell him again? Tell me again.
I told him that we have probably about 30-some people that we know for sure that we can send over there, and they're so excited about that. So, and they won't be telling anyone if they call that it's a scam.
Yeah, well, that's why I only share bank stories. That's why on Premium, I've been giving banks and credit unions that are going to do this. I keep things very close to my chest, keep it just to us at KTFA. But when the Lord blesses us, then I plan to release every bank that the CBI is associated with, all these private banks they're going to represent. And of course, the one that we are talking an awful lot about is the one that's in Dearborn, Michigan with Aki.
Yes.
And you know what? I'm going to go into I'm going to go into some bank, and maybe I'll go to a Chase bank, and I'll walk by the JP Morgan department, and I'll look in there, and I'll say, Avlac. That's your flag.
Yeah, they probably say, "What'd you say?"
In fact,
No, we don't.
they know what it is. They know it. In fact, today, what is today? Monday. Oh yeah, tomorrow's a UB2B. Today, oh my goodness, Alak and Sudani are like parrots on steroids. They are spilling a lot of information about the monetary reform. I look forward to sharing it tomorrow night. And I'm looking forward to sharing this phone call. I want to thank you, brother, okay?
You're welcome.
If you get to
Are we finished recording now? Or?
No, I'll turn it up. Hold on a second. Let me see.
Okay.
Where's
I want to get some information.
Okay. Sure. I got you. Hold on. Let me turn this off.
Okay, family. It's pretty late. We need to wrap it up. I don't think I have the time nor the energy. I've been with you since 3 o'clock this afternoon to give you Eddie's report. So here's what I'll do. Premium and Club 26, what I was going to read tonight, I will give it to you. Not tonight, but tomorrow night. Tink, you remind me. Claire, you remind me. And I'll spill it all out tomorrow in Premium and in Club 26. But for right now, to say goodbye to you, in fact, they're leaving, so why don't I go ahead and end with a prayer, and then when we're done, I want to give you dessert, and that dessert is about Aki's Bank. Let us pray. Abba, Heavenly Father, I so thank you for this evening, the strength that you allowed me to have, to endure. As I told you, Father, I am grateful for my relationship with you. You didn't give me my life for myself. You gave me my life for others. My life is my purpose. The purpose of my life is to teach others about your Son, Jesus Christ, and my relationship with him. And I do it with an eager heart. I don't see any reason for me to live for my purpose. And I find sinning to be abnormal. And therefore, I ask for your help. Guide me, Father. Guide me in the things that I think, the things that I say, the way I look at life, the way I look at anything. Guide me. For I have a tendency to misguide myself. And I pray for my children. I pray for my grandchildren. I pray for my sister, my family. I pray for my wife, my soulmate, my sister in Christ, my friend, the mother of my children. I'm so grateful, and I say that to you with a truthful heart. I tell you the truth. I am grateful that I have my wife next to me, that I can walk on this land with someone that I can worship you with. We put you above all things, God. We ask you to help us to understand the things that are just so difficult, as we rejoice with you with the things that are so beautiful. One day, you'll come to collect us. But until that day, I sincerely need your help. Help me, Father, to resist this temptation, this world, the demons. Protect me. Bring me that wall of angels with their flaming swords to protect me. For I believe in them as well. Be with all of our family members that are with us tonight. I pray for them. I pray for their needs. I pray for their joy. I pray if they are sad, that feeling would disappear. I pray for the Holy Spirit to enter their homes, into their hearts, and be at peace. That's what we called our UB2B tonight. Peace. In the name of your Son, Jesus, by the Holy Spirit, I pray for peace. And I pray to be worthy of your mercy and grace. Amen, amen, amen.
Amen.
Amen, amen, amen. Thank you, Andy. God bless you, brother.
Yes, sir. God bless you guys.
Well, family, as I promised, a little dessert, and I'm gonna do this as quickly. Well, first of all, I want to thank. Oh my goodness, I think we might have done it, Jan.
Got another one. I just.
I want to thank. Was it Michael? Michael Soto. Thank you for singing to my grandmother. Brought tears to my eye. Oh, you was that the lady that passed away? Oh, that was you. Let me see, what is his name? Michael Soto. Thank you, Frank, for singing for my grandma in the relaxing UB2B earlier. She would have loved it and brought tears to my eyes, and I'm so grateful for you and the team. Michael, you notice it was the last song I sang, right? Hold on. Stay on the line.
Okay.
Michael, you notice that was the last song that I sang, right? I was emotionally touched to know that your mother enjoyed my singing and was with us. And I was emotionally touched that she passed away and that she's with my mother in heaven. And I left it as the last song on purpose. So that I could cry after I disconnected.
That was his grandma.
You touched me. Oh, it's his grandma?
That's the grandma.
It's his grandma?
So the other was the son.
Okay, you really touched me with that. You telling me there was another one?
The one that asked for it was the son. This is, he says, his grandma. So this is his grandma. So this is the grandson of the lady who passed away.
Oh,
So 2 different people.
yeah, 2 different people passing away. Before I get down to this list, hey gentlemen, the floor is yours. Talk to the family, and then I got dessert for them.
Okay, Brother Frank, this is Tony tonight. You went past Cliff's bedtime, so he's gone. Kept him up too late. No, folks, just real fast. It's been a long night. Thanks, Frank, for all the great information and everything. This is Mo Better Studios. We write custom songs, one-of-a-kind song. If you want a special item that will last a lifetime, we would be glad to write you a custom song. To do that, just simply call us at 423-367-7648 or go to MoBetterStudios.com, and we'd be glad to do that for you. You can text or call. That's my cell phone number. We answer them all the time. And just wanted to also remind the family to go look at our YouTube page. And keep in mind, family, that at checkout, always put in FRANK26 in our coupon code, and you will receive a discount. Right now, it's 20%. For the people that have bought from us before, check your emails. We have sometimes a special code will go out to you all for a little different rate, but we got that going on. And Frank, I want to give you an update on the YouTube challenge. You know, you're in 4th place right now. You're moving up.
All right.
And but here's the song you're behind, and I don't understand why. Cliff and I wrote a song, a bluegrass song called "I Love You Like a Green-Eyed Fly," sitting on a couch here piled so high.
Say that again. Wait a minute.
I think you can take that one over. I do believe.
Say that name again. What was it?
The name of the song is "I Love You Like a Green-Eyed Fly," sitting on a couch here piled so high.
Well, I got green eyes, if that helps.
It's got a verse there that says, "You're my honey bun, my little stinky poo."
Oh boy.
It's a fun song, but I don't want everybody to start playing that, and you won't catch up. So I'm hoping you can jump over that one by next UB2B.
I'll see what I can do in improving my status.
Yeah, you gotta get in front of that one. But I appreciate you, buddy. Thank you for all your hard work tonight and your dedication, and we love you and look forward to seeing you on Friday.
You bet. God bless. Bye-bye now.
Bye-bye.
I want to also thank I want to thank Nate, all of you that helped. Thank you so much with the financial contributions. Nate Harris, R. Troyer, Dr. Tooth Fairy, Rebecca Hill, Stacy Little, Deborah Vaughn, Jose Chavez, Gotcha, Greg Straub, I hope I'm saying it right, Texas Twin, Fran Wright, new to crypto, X Factor, Dwayne Jocks, Brian Wharton, DB, not to be confused with BD, that's the twin. Gary Jacobson, there's no twin. Deborah Martinez, Simply Glow, I like that. And Joe Nicholas Sr., thank you. Howard Crockett, my British friend, God bless you. And Mark Engelin for Amos. Thank you all, God bless you. Ladies and gentlemen, let me help by answering this question that is asked of me a lot. This bank that Aki has, what more, if anything, can you share with us? I'd like to share something interesting with you that I never told you. I never talked about, data rates. I never talked to you about coins or the lower notes until they put them in the articles. But Aki's bank does not have lower notes. And that is an important thing for you to grab onto and comprehend and appreciate. Now, the reason why, you see, all Aki's bank, as you already know, in Michigan, because there is a gigantic Middle Eastern population up in that area, from Hamtramck all the way up to Dearborn. It is massive. And this bank is simply a private bank. That's all. Aki runs it for his boss, and his boss owns a few other private banks around the world as well, too. And this one is positioned where it should be positioned, at the right place for the right time. When the exchange rate of the Iraqi dinar goes up, the citizens that have left Iraq, that live in this area, are going to go to this bank. Why? They're going to feel comfortable. They'll see friendly faces. They already are doing business with them. Yes, the bank is open. They'll feel comfortable speaking in their own language if they need be, or reading it in their language if need be. All of these Middle Eastern people that are close to this type of a bank, which there will be many around the world, they're not representing the CBI. You understand that? They're private banks, a completely different subject. All activities will go, all the citizens in that Michigan, in that area, are going to go through these banks. They will use their services as they're using them now. For example, Western Union. Now they can definitely take advantage of the electronic money transfer payments. These are all services that Aki's bank is doing. They are doing it for expatriates. They are doing it for retirees. They are doing it for those that left Iraq for political reasons. Yeah, this bank is open now, and it's doing what it does as a bank. And it follows American bank laws. There's no such thing as dual accounts. These are simply American bank accounts. And that's why I believe that this bank is here to supply these Middle Easterners that live in that area. When the Lord blesses us I will be allowed to see all the, you will too, you'll see it on the CBI website. But when I get them, I'll quickly put them on our form where you'll be able to see them. I don't know, maybe you want to go exchange there as well too. They may offer perks that we don't know about yet. But the Iraqi citizen, the Middle Easterner, will have a home that they can go to exchange all their mattress dinars that they're holding. And I don't laugh at them because I'm doing the same thing. Inside of Iraq, those banks are run under the CBI laws, under the Iraqi banking laws. And you can find the overseers of these laws on the CBI website. Now, this bank that Aki is at, it has a purpose, but it has no lower denomination notes. Why? Because they follow American banking laws. When a Middle Easterner or anybody takes a dinar into Aki's bank, they will be converted physically or electronically into American dollars. I didn't get that either. Yeah. But this bank serves a purpose. Why would these banks, like Aki's, why would they be there, family, if there was no rate change coming? It's all about the money. Now, Aki is a businessman, and he's there to make money with his boss. And they are going to they're going to do very well. They're going to do very well. Especially with the fact that hundreds of these centers are around the world. And it's not just one bank that this gentleman happens to have, so he'll do well. In fact, these private banks exist all over the place. Inside of America, you can Google this. Inside of the United States of America, we have British banks, we have Chinese banks, we have Korean banks. But all these banks, listen now, they all follow American laws, international standard banking laws, and American laws. So anyways, Aki's bank is there for a purpose, and I love the fact that it's there because it's anticipating an exchange rate. If not, it would be silly to be there just for some wire transfers and Western Unions. So, in conclusion, I would say that Aki's bank is for the exchange of the 3-0 notes, or Aki's bank would not even exist, because there would be no reason for them to exist. Thank you, Chanda. Thank you very much. And that's what I wanted to say to you, family. So, Eddie's report I will put in premium and fine article thread.
No, premium and Club 26.
Premium and Club 20. You know what? I forgot this. Yeah, it's all right. And I leave you in peace. Did you have a good time? I hope so. Boy, did we cover a lot, huh? Tell the other gurus I said hi. Oh, Frank, don't do that. Don't do that. You're bad boy, bad boy. Look ashamed. Okay, that's enough. So anyways, God bless you all. Thank you kindly for being with us. We prayed, and I gave you a little dessert there. I leave you all in peace. And I say that I will see you Friday What is the date on that?
11?
Friday, the 11th, 6 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Bring your thinking cap. Or bring this cap. $39.95. $5 off right now, people. I like this. It's really super hard and very strong. We also have white and black. What is that shirt called?
Polo shirts.
Polo
like a golf
shirts.
shirt.
Yes, with our logo on them as well too. And you can find the banner when you go to ktfalways.com, ktfalways.com, ktfalways.com. Scroll down, and you'll see the banner with the hats on there. If you need me for anything, I am a registered agent with a licensed broker with the United States Treasury. And when you call, you cannot ask me any questions about the Iraqi dinar, but I would be glad to help you. And I'll be glad to take your order if you need any help with that. I leave you in peace, and I leave you with my song, and I'll see you on Friday. God bless you all. Sweet aloha. Bye-bye.
I used to be a dinar newbie until I watched Frank's UB2B. With a twinkle in his eyes and God by his side, Frank's teachings reach as far and wide. So whenever I need a dinar fix, I tune into FRANK26. He's got the latest, greatest news from the street. Tune in now, tune in here, this is the dinar beat. Now take it from me, Frank is no rookie. It's okay, Tink, give this man a cookie.
Yep, you get it.
You never know what suit he'll be wearing, so I wear my sunglasses because they are so glaring. So whenever I need a dinar fix, I tune into FRANK26. He's got the latest, greatest news from the street. Tune in now, tune in here, this is the dinar beat. Sit up, be patient, and get ready. Frank's got some news from Walking Stick and Eddie. Frank breaks down the news and keeps us straight. Come on, Iraq, can you give us the rate? So whenever I need a dinar fix, I tune into FRANK26. He's got the latest, greatest news from the street. Tune in now, tune in here, this is the dinar beat. Hey, Tink, I need a cookie.
Get extra.
Come on, Tink, I deserve some cookies.
Ooh, chocolate chip.
Cookie,
Cookies.
cookies, cookies.
Double.
Come on, Tink, give up the cookies.
It's a cookie cups.
Marshmallow.
It's marshmallow. Is that what that is, sweetie?
It's a s'mores
S'more.
chocolate chip cookie.
Oh, so when you take a bite, you want s'mores?
But they stuck together.
They stuck it to. So I gotta eat them together. It's part of the rules. It says it right here. Stuck together, eat together. That's decadent. That's against the law. That's good. Wow. I need to do more UB2B so I can get more cookies. Sweet Allah. God bless you all. Take care of each other. Bye-bye, lady.
Goodbye.
Thank you. And bye-bye to all of you. I'll see you on Friday. God bless. Bye-bye.